Alrighty. Let's get rid of this music and let's get with it, folks.
Not as much shield break potential.
Yeah, definitely.
Your whole plan is to hug the enemy character off a cliff, and like it doesn't matter.
Are we talking Smash Bros? Bro?
No, we're talking
For honor.
Yeah, talking for honor.
Oh man, dude, that Shugoki grab where you'd lose half of your health. Oh, so great.
Like, there's a part of me that just wants to go back and just buy all of the characters I don't have.
And then be really sad when everything is just everybody just raffle stomps you all the time with like all the new characters.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'd buy the new characters. Because the reason I never got back into it, because I went back and fucking Gladiator was the hot shit. I was just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm fighting this guy. He does attacks, and whether I block them or get hit by them, it takes more of my stamina than it takes for him to do the attack. Like, what's the point of fighting this guy?
Yeah.
It's just shitty. I don't know if they've changed that.
My honor.
My honor. Oh yeah, all you gotta do is just what Chuckles was saying, which is just chase people off the edge.
That was just. I know people just absolutely hated that play, so I don't care. It was too fun.
No, if you're playing like a bitch and you have your back to the cliff, you deserve to get knocked out.
Oh yeah. Plus, there's just this fun, very intimate moment where you have like 3 or 4 seconds of being carried by the Raider.
There we go. Yeah, the Shugoki grab. Oh, so good.
Yeah, the backbreaker. Like
you lose half of your health if you miss those. So bad.
Yeah. The spicy hug.
I didn't realize because you always see it from a different angle. I thought that he just lifted him up and like brought him down on the shoulder, but he brings the full like
the mace down.
The mace down.
Yeah, on his back.
Don't you heal more health, like depending on how hurt you are, if you do hit that too?
There's something with it, yeah.
It was high risk, high reward for sure. I just don't remember this specific.
It was like you did more damage or you healed more.
Shugoki was the fucking bomb. Just
I started
I'm telling you, that grab and baseball bat combo, you could just you could kill someone right where he's standing. You'd knock him off the cliff. So
I remember doing 2v2s with your Shugoki and my Raider, and then whenever we come to a 1v1, I would just sit back and start humping the air while you tried to get him in the grab. It was just I love that like total goofiness of it all.
Yeah, I still think my favorite.
Too, the meta was like you do not want to do a 2v1. Like it was bad to be in a 2v1 for the 2 people. Like
because you had like the revenge.
The revenge system was bullshit.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I think that was really well done.
Yeah. They just had to tune it right.
Yeah, which I think it took them a couple tries. I think.
What was the? There was one new new champion or whatever you want to call it that was like super fucking creepy. It's the Japanese one, like the
not the spear, was it
axe.
Someone with like a kunai?
No, with an axe.
Like a soul stealer or something.
Yeah, it was like the soul stealer. She wears like a fucking like the porcelain mask.
Yeah, I never played any of that, but I remember keeping up to a bit watching the new heroes.
Oh yeah, that was one. That's when we went back. The character that I did unlock that was a DLC one was the dude with the comma, the guy that fucking the teleporter guy. That was like,
just straight up teleporting,
like literal teleports behind you.
Yeah, literally could teleport behind you and kick you into a pit, like without you being able to really counterplay at all.
Good.
He was stupid, but it was fun. But he wasn't like super OP. Oh yeah, you could like because they were chain comma, so you could grab people and pull them towards you over a cliff.
So the one where that wore the mask and was wielding the axe is named Sakura.
Yeah. The more I think about it, really, this entire game's balance system is designed around how many cliffs there are on the map.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's designed around how many weebs are playing the game, which is too many.
Oh yeah, and they added a full on like they added China.
Yep, they added Chinese, which, dude, fucking like Chinese weaponry is so badass.
Mm-hmm.
They got some cool designs for sure.
Dude,
that game was fun. I kind of wish there was. Oh yeah, that's the creeper.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish there was a persistent online game that had the same kind of combat. Maybe not MMO, because MMO is kind of a vanishing genre, or morphed into more general like persistent action RPGs. But I just love that fighting style, and if you could make it into some sort of progressive, persistent system, I'd absolutely play it.
They had that bullshit like overworld system of like, oh yeah, you're totally earning points for your faction, but like no one actually cared about it.
There's a mini game, no, yeah, exactly. But like
It
if you
was the
had,
kind
for
of thing you're like,
example,
oh, cool, I'm winning.
Mhm.
All right.
And then people get mad about it, which is really funny.
Oh yeah, like you'd switch factions and.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a quick summary, and then we're gonna get into this shit. So, it was episode 7, the wet trout. The group joins Velen at her table, and an interesting conversation ensues. She gives a bit of background on her kobold companions, including the 2 dead ones, as well as why she is here in the far north. She mentioned that she had arrived here with some other fellow like adventurers for research purposes. As a sign of goodwill, the party shows her the magical cauldron that they acquired, and Velen seems intrigued, but not to the point of really wanting it. She knows it will attract a lot of attention. Velen shares interesting info about the towns of Icewind Dale, and all the while still remaining a little bit mysterious about her or what she's doing up here. She mentioned Dazan and Avarice, 2 of her former traveling companions. She also mentions that Chardolin is, or what Chardolin is, and why it's not a good idea to keep it on your person. One kobold seems, the spooky ice. One kobold seems to be very interested in Crix, and another has a funny interaction with Iroken's drunken badger. After concluding their conversation,
sounds like a weird turn of phrase.
Yeah, Velen mentioned she'll be heading to Bryn Shander and could be found there if she is needed again. The group then approaches Scython, the tiefling fairy owner, at the bar and have a brief conversation with him and the bartender, the white dragonborn, Nymetra. Kolra really wants his fairy, and after some back and forth, the party convinces him to give them a tour the next day. The drunk Scython then calls it a night. Meeting out in front of the White Lady Inn, the party joins Scython to visit the fairy. He states that he'd be willing to let Kolra and the group borrow it for some collateral, roughly 1,000 gold in collateral. Iroken spots the same Duergar footprints leading down the snow-covered dock, and when arriving at the ferry, the party explores and finds that the door to the main cabin has been opened and is ice-free. Crix looks for a way to free the boat from the ice itself. Once in the cabin, Hiroken finds a map written in Dwarvish, as well as some random supplies and sleeping bags. As soon as he inspects the parchment map, a gray-skinned dwarf appears out of thin air behind him and stabs him in the back. Combat ensues as the party fights and charms the Duergars on the ferry. With the leader slain, through some heat metal magic from Crix, 2 charmed Duergar tie themselves to the mast, and the party assesses their situation. That's where we are. The 2 Duergar are tied to the mast of this lovely ship.
Oh yeah, I'm still on the ice.
Yeah, we're still. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, Thad did like a running slide punch kick to knock out this last Duergar.
It was glorious.
Yeah, so no more combat or anything like that, but definitely, you guys have the 2 Duergar, and they're charmed for basically like another 50, not even like another like 55 minutes, right? Because charm person lasts for an hour. So, what are you all doing?
Dying inside? No.
Discord just go weird for anyone else? Everything just like cut out. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just heard like a stutter from everyone. It was really weird. Okay.
Yeah, and then Neon was like super quiet on my end.
I didn't even hear Neon.
Oh, it seems to be working fine now.
I did not hear Neon.
Neon?
Okay, what are you guys up to? There's the 2 charmed Duergar and tied themselves to the mast.
Just get out of the way quickly. Thad is going to loot the one out here. See if you can find anything on him.
All right, yeah. You are able to you loot them. You find what looks to be just a war pick. Normal war pick. It's what it looks like in their little like in the Duergar handouts. Kind of cool. It's got that spiky little bits at the end of it.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
You also can loot some dwarven-sized scale mail and a shield.
Dwarven-sized. Okay. Hold on. That's probably sell that later.
Can't we go back to the inn? I'm cold.
Yeah. After I'll just kick. I'll kick his body so it slides further down the ice away, and I'll come back. and climb up.
Yeah.
I
so-
would like to search Dearth.
He's looking to go.
Yeah. He's gone. He's off the map now. He just the body just like slides away.
Problem
Trix,
solved.
you find the face down Dearth, the different looking Duergar, face down on the snowy pier, having run out the window. He now is back to normal size. He had reduced his size to small, and he has leather armor on, and he carries a dagger.
Does it look like special leather armor or just leather armor?
It just looks like leather armor to you.
I will drag his body back up onto the boat.
Yep.
And I will just like flop it in front of the other two.
Oh, nice. Go with force. You watch as the body flops on the deck. Duergar, who are basically making goo eyes at Kolra, look to you and angrily stare in your direction. They yell something in Dwarvish at you.
I don't think I know that.
No, nobody does. The only one who knows it is... Oh! Kayla, so you actually... I think in order to read the map last time, you had cast Comprehend Language?
No, I don't need to cast it.
You don't? Really?
Nope.
I thought he just spoke it.
No, he has eyes
I
that
can read
are...
He has eyes.
He has eyes.
He has eyes.
I have two
Small
eyes.
He has eyes that can read.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'll say
It's
until
special
Neon
eyes.
jumps back on, I think she's finding more fixed-ed headphones. They would regard you. They look at Fletcher a little bit angrily, or at Crix a little bit angrily, but they regard the rest of the party.
I
as
start
friends.
teabagging the... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, aggressively staring at them while teabagging the corpse of their leader. Nice.
Yes. If you're gonna
PowerPoint.
teabag, you have to make full eye contact.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Kolra, these two Duergar are making goo eyes at you. Crix has dragged their leader up and thrown his dead flop body on the deck in front of these two Duergar. They angrily stare at Crix, and then look back to you as if to get advice on what to do.
Dead body. She covers Vahana's eyes and then looks at the group. Anyone have any questions?
Why are they invisible?
Oh, I have so many, but not any that are relevant to this.
I would like to know why the Fairy Master was harboring criminals.
The Fairy Master is there, so I'll bring...
I know, I squint at him as I say this.
He looks to the group and says, honestly, I had no idea. This is the first time that I had been back to the ferry in months. It's just been frozen on ice out here. Didn't really think to go and visit it. No need. It's cold as shit.
Are you lying to me?
No, why would I be lying to you? That's... honestly, look
Do I
at me.
believe him?
I'm fucking shocked.
Is he lying to me?
Is he lying to me? Roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Nah, you can tell through the look in his eyes and the way that his body movement and just his general vibe, he is very surprised to see these Duergar appear here. He immediately jumps onto the ship and starts to he starts to go around and inspect everything. I gotta look at all this stuff. Look, oh my god, what have they done to my cabin? Oh no,
You got
shit.
some live-ins for sure.
They shit in the corner.
Yeah, I was going to say I found that, and I did not want to.
It's the poop deck.
Yeah.
Oh. But you're right. That is the technically correct term.
Okay, then what are you doing here? You'd ask the Duergar.
They look to you confused. They seem to really, really like you, but they can't understand you.
Oh.
I look to Hirokin and as
You
he
know,
seems
I
to be-
actually do happen to speak Dwarvish. I totally forgot that.
I don't know what these people are
Oh,
talking about.
Kailis! I'll get you a blanket if you talk to the dwarves.
Well, I mean, I hate to sound rude, but do they speak Dwarvish? I don't know.
When Kolra was speaking to them, they responded in Dwarvish. One of them responded like,
I totally understood that. Yes.
"I like you, bird girl, but I can't understand the word you're saying."
And then I'll respond in Dwarvish. Hanga dinga, yeah, I know.
They look at you suspiciously. And they look back to Kolra and speak out in Dwarvish again. Should we trust the old man? And yeah, it's just like
she
in
looks to
Dwarvish.
Kylus.
And don't worry about having to repeat all this stuff. Kalis, you can relay the message. It's now translated.
I'll allow the deity to save the words for me.
So you understand they're asking you if you to trust this old man.
She just gives a emphatic nod to them.
Nodding's bad in their culture. I wouldn't recommend it.
You see their faces
Kylus,
and
how can you help me with this?
you see their scowls soften as they return back to their friendly charm state. And for now, you will just assume that the conversation goes on as normal. Actually, does anybody understand Undercommon?
I understand deep speech. I don't know if that helps.
That does not.
I'm assuming the answer is no.
Yeah, I'd assume so as well. I doubt
Undercommon-
they know Draconic or Primordial either. So
The funny thing is, I think Thad would be the closest one to speak Underdark for some reason.
Yeah, Undercommon.
I can speak barely, but the languages are common Orcish for me.
Yeah. Okay. So
wait, did you not? Oh no, never mind.
They continue to speak in Dwarvish, which gets relayed and translated through Kylus. And yeah. So, what questions would you want to ask them?
What are they doing here?
They smile and they explain. They point down at the dead body. They say, "We're here to work with Dorth Sunblight, gathering material for the great plan."
Thad picks up. Did he say a great plan? As in a large and conspiratorial network of planning. I must listen. Ask him, what is the end goal of this plan?
He meant great plan, as in a plan for like a grate, like over like a fire pit.
They build sewers.
Exactly.
I find your explanation unsatisfactory.
They continue to explain. They mention that we are doing the scouting of East Haven, trying to find more of that dark crystals. Chardolin, gathering it for the plan.
What is the plan?
Oh, the great
Is there any
Zardarok.
foam?
The great
around
Zardarok
Thad's
knows the
mouth?
plan. Your father, Zardarok Sunblight. He is making something in Sunblight Fortress.
Was just from the last session, was that the name of the camp in the mountains?
It was the name of on the map that Hirokin has. It was the name of one of the points that was far off, like into the icy wilderness of.
Right.
Snow.
Okay.
It's like White Fortress?
Sunblight.
Sunblight, okay.
Is the plan to blight the sun?
Sun is already blighted.
But like
Zardarok
again,
will take advantage of this. With the sun blotted out by Auril and her evil spells, the Duergar will rise, eradicate 10 towns, and take over. But we need more Chardolin first.
What is the end goal for this Chardolin?
Zardarok builds something great in the forges below his fortress, powered by the beating heart of a red dragon.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
That's pretty metal.
How close to the end of this plan, are you?
Still more Shardlin to find until Zardarok has enough to complete his monster.
That's vague as shit.
I don't want to translate that.
You're doing scouting in East Haven, looking for more. East Haven villagers don't have a lot of black ice, but found last night. Town Hall has a large amount. Large Chardalin treasure held within.
What do they need it for? Do you know
Where
that?
in the town hall are they hiding it?
They hide it in... You were able to see it. It's in one of the back rooms.
Why would the people of this town have a large collection of that shit?
Are you asking them that?
I'm just kind of asking the group.
Okay.
Yeah. It can not be for good reasons, I do not believe.
Well, from whatever we are here, it's got a corrupting influence. So if there's any suspicious... Well, there's always suspicious things going on, but maybe it's making people more suspicious.
You think that could be part of the threat that Ghosty McScaryface was talking about?
That would make sense, yes.
That would be surprisingly straightforward, but maybe perhaps for once, threats are at face value.
And it always could be more than one threat.
It could be thousands of threats for all we know.
Well, I feel like there may be some value to try to find who in this town is behind making that supply of Shardlin.
The dwarves
Perhaps
speak up
it's-
again. They say, villagers, they do not know that what they have within the town hall is what it is.
I wonder if someone told them to gather it.
A victim of their own naivety.
Possibly a potential future town speaker.
Are we gonna need to deal with another corrupted politician? Wonderful.
I have a feeling there's probably somewhere around 10 of those up here.
I think we can trust the leader of Dukin's Hole. I think they've laid their intentions bare.
They were quite honest up front.
No secrets there.
That was not the only thing they laid bare.
Alright.
Doing hole.
I mean, there's plenty of people already doing that, Thad.
Yep.
Crix, did you figure out how to unstuck this boat?
It would take some time, but yes, it would be possible.
Well, the way I see this right now, and perhaps you will disagree with my assessment, but we must follow up with these Duragar. If they're trying to build a weapon, we must stop it.
Before it surpasses Metal Gear.
We know where it is because of the map, so we do have that advantage going on.
Yeah, and you take a look at the map, and you can get a general idea that it is far, like it is way out there in the wilderness.
Doesn't it take several days or a week or something to get there?
Yeah, and probably would need some sort of guide because you all have not spent enough time up here to really feel comfortable with. Like
How much quicker to go with goat-drawn sled?
that it would not, like, that's the thing. Your goat-drawn sled is, though a good idea, will not suffice for travel, and in actual
off-road.
like off-road. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
goat-
like quitter talk.
Goats are not exactly known for their
So
snow.
Or deep snow travel when they're like 2 feet tall.
Don't worry.
let me see.
I'm gonna slap on some skis on this bad boy ferry. We'll go fast.
My God, just the fucking
Go again, boys. But yeah, I think so. From this, well, I really want to find out what's going on with that stash of Shardlin, because we're already here, and we can find a guard or guide at the same time, perhaps asking questions around town, and then maybe, unless we were really hell bent on going to one of the other towns first, it does sound like this is an interesting. This might tell us more about what's going on, because if they're trying to do something,
I mean,
fun,
we should probably get all the side quests out of the way before moving on.
oh, that does remind me.
Well,
Does this dead gentleman down here have any relation to the one building the weird weapon?
The dwarves speak up again and they say, yes, this is Zardarok's son, Dearth.
Well, we gotta kill him before he kills us.
Zardarok will not be happy.
Yep. All right, we got a time limit now. He's gonna go and try and kill us once he finds out about this.
Unless that means that we rightfully claim the title of son.
Are we the princes now?
Yeah.
I don't.
And then we just walk in and go, Father, we have returned.
Daddy.
Oh no.
We have been bad. Please punish us, Father.
Oh no.
So
We
I
have
do
sinned.
have you on this map for a reason. So shows the map that you guys were looking at. It basically shows that there's a outpost. There's a little like marker on the map. I'll just draw it.
there's a lot of dead space on this map.
Oh, it'll be filled
That's what
later.
you
Don't
think.
worry.
So there's over
Adventure
here.
awaits.
I'll just move your vision to it. Over there is where something is marked that shows a like in Dwarven. It's basically just says like outpost.
Wait,
Oh,
so-
that's not that. That's
Wait,
not
did you
as
ping
far
it
as I
again?
thought.
I was holding right click and looking elsewhere.
Okay.
I was trying to see how far to the northeast I could look, and yeah, well,
The answer is way too fucking far.
actually, and to that, is this an edge of an ice shelf, or is this an ocean over here?
Where
This over to the right, to the east, because that's inland, right?
that
Or
is
is this, like-
inland. I'll
Okay,
tell
so
you, it's not ocean.
Okay, so does then we? Well, I would assume it's an ice shelf then of some kind, glaciers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
So
I'm just
that's-
not realizing how hilly this area is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Hence, your goat cart will not work too well when you get off road.
That's
So-
why we need a boat sled.
All
Alright,
just
yeah,
thinking-
so counter to boat sled, but out just boat cart. Pulled by goats.
See,
The
see
boat
that's what I
cars.
thought too.
Boat goat cart.
But we gotta, they might get stuck in the snow.
Hmm.
There's not. Well, there are some rivers, but I don't know if we can really feasibly travel by river in this ferry boat.
Who the
Oh.
hell said traveling by water?
There is no rivers.
What the fuck are you all
Everything
talking
is
about?
frozen.
Frozen.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but like, okay, I'm talking about the like.
Here's-
Boat does not mean
That.
water.
Here is the
Yes.
other marker that you have on your map. Which
Uh-oh.
Like, that one. Over there.
I read your
Where?
name in Roll
Where?
20 as Durakar Daddy, and I was like, did you predict our stupid tangent? Okay.
No, but it is now.
Aha! I predicted you post tense. Past. Yeah,
So
future.
that
There's layers of this.
so that is the thing marked as Sunblight on your map.
Once again, proven time is a flat circle.
Way the fuck over there.
Oh, that's
That is
way out of the way.
Okay.
that is
Yeah.
in the spine of the world. That is somewhere. The Eye of the Allfather, somewhere like
It's out east though. I think it's
Yeah,
I the
it's
Allfather is
east.
on the other
It's
side,
like-
far east.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
especially
those are
where
the two
thing at
things
bottom's
marked
like
on your
20
map.
miles.
Sorry, it
Um,
I just said those are the two things marked on your map right now.
okay. And the dwarven outpost or camp thing that was from the map as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
No, that was your imagination.
that is on that is nearby Kelvin's Kelvin's Cairn. So basically what is the largest mountain within like the 10 towns area.
Is that visible? That's visible from pretty much
Yes.
anywhere. Is it all
I mean on
okay.
a clear day, sure, but in
Uh-huh.
the snow stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, well, my vote is we go ask about the Shardlin, and then we go after that Sunblight. But
What should we do about our captives first?
Yeah, you hear Scython like calling out from the you hear his voice as he's dragging some of these bed the sleeping bags and the supplies in here and throwing them off the edge of the boat. I'm just saying I'm not fucking dealing with these gray dwarves. That's not my job. What are you gonna do with them? You killed the rest of them. You're just gonna kill these two?
I think that would be best, yes.
It's a bit strange to kill in cold blood, but they did try to kill us.
But
They did try to ambush
probably
us to
only
death.
tried to kill us because we ambushed them.
To be fair, they ambushed us.
I'm going...
We're
They
going
almost
in there.
killed me, okay? Like, that wasn't cool.
Here, I have an idea. I'm gonna step right in front of one of them. Can you drop your... Or actually,
Drop
That's
trowel.
not where I was that go at all.
Context.
That's not the train of thought. I'm gonna untie this one
Okay.
from the thing. In fact, I'll untie. Unless you guys stop me, I'll untie both of them.
He
here.
looks back. He just basically looks to Kolra and is like in a confused and you watch as Thad is trying to untie him. He tries to tie himself back up.
Oh.
Not in not in just I want to be safe way. No, it's because Kolra had instructed him
Right.
to tie himself.
Yeah.
What
Well, I still
exactly
see
are
that
you
as like
doing?
a sad animal.
I leave it to you, but I do not want to murder these in cold blood. I will give them a chance to leave, and if they don't,
You also get from the way that they're talking and very happily describing the demise of 10 towns and basically the sheer destruction of
villains.
all the humans and residents there.
yeah,
They're
okay.
they are charmed, but they are very excited to tell you all about their horrible evil plans.
Yeah,
I want
as
to have
bad.
them. If we're going to kill them, I would rather have it face to face and not with their hands tied behind their back.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, as Thad says that he doesn't want to murder them in cold blood, Crix will just look up and just be like, I am cold-blooded. I would like to murder them.
Obligate
No,
carnivore.
I
so.
understand, but
Expensive.
Drop
Imagine
your charm
if
and I
we-
will see what happens.
imagine if we failed and they got away. Now they have the information that we know about them.
I ready my spear, and I just kind of like.
All right, fine.
at her.
I'll knock him out, and I'll just swing my staff at the one in front of me.
I will stab the other one then.
But I'm going to do it non-lethally, so you guys can deal with the rest. Or
I am
attempt.
going to do it very lethally, extra lethally even.
Oh man, overkill.
Watching these two do it, Kolra's gonna take Valhalla off the ship. You guys have fun with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know which to.
So I'm not
It's
gonna.
not
We don't need to go
Fun,
through
it
the.
is business.
Yeah, we don't need to go through with the gory
And
details of
exercise.
it. But Hirokin, would you participate or no?
So can we just get
Hirokin,
a
would you? Hirokin, would you be participating? Because we don't need to go through the severe gory details or not.
Yeah.
Hirokin would be participating, but in more of a not out of
Clinical?
anger or anything. It's more like a clinical, I'm just killing the squirrel that I finally caught, sort of way.
All right, so half of the party leaves, and as we just get the shot of the
I'm
rest of the
plugging my
X
ears.
gonna give it to you.
yeah, it's basically X gonna give it to you / the unfortunately the scene from Office Space with the with the printers. It's a little bit, it gets a little bit grisly, and you have to do what you got to do. But basically, as soon as they get that first hit, they're still, one of them is still at full HP, so it takes a little bit. You are able to
No.
you knock them out, but basically after the first hit,
Yeah.
you watch as they blink their eyes and the charm wears off, and they start struggling to untie themselves from the mast, and they're restrained, but you're able to.
It's just
after
for your own
less
good.
than less than a minute passes, and they're dead.
All right. Deed is done.
I cut a hole in the ice with produce flame and shove the bodies.
Oh, so yeah, that's a decent idea. Otherwise, just leave it to the fairy master to deal with.
He looks to you and he just says, "Thank you for getting rid of the bodies. I do not want to deal with Durgar. Not my job.
Fair. You have to deal with their pile of shit in the cabin, so fair's fair.
Yeah, I'll where are you all heading?
Into town.
Right, that's vague as shit. Where are you going?
That was intense.
To be fair, I don't know.
Thad stares off into the distance. Into town.
Why are we going into town? Why am I here?
Sunglasses.
Why do we even town?
I must meditate on this. You have given me much to think about. I will not answer and I'll just walk away.
Scython shakes his head and looks to Hyrokin. Where are you guys going?
It's a matter that
Jesus fucking Christ, never mind.
God knows.
Look, buddy. We're not taking your boat, okay?
Oh, I know, I understand that. It's still really much, look, it's literally stuck in the ice. Your fire-breathing lizard friend over there is gonna have to spend, a good portion of a day melting this son of a bitch out, and then you're gonna have to tie him to the front of the boat like an icebreaker to try to fucking melt all the ice in front of it. It's a whole thing. But hey, if you wanna, as I said, collateral, 1,000 gold payment, you'll get it back when you bring the boat back. And I'm being generous now. I know you just fucking, rid it of some varmints, some vermin, but
I do believe that it would be quite the spectacle if we told the town guard about what we found on this boat.
Wow,
Don't
really?
you think?
You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. I'll tell you what. Your word against my word. I was here. Unless your entire party decides to, just tell some fibby fibs.
I do not know your intentions. I simply would state what I saw.
Yeah, and they'll back me up by saying that I haven't been out to this sumbitch in over a month. So you know what? Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of blame on me for not doing good maintenance on this thing, but come on, it's stuck in ice. I ain't gonna do shit to it. Arlagath ain't going to fucking hang me up or do any kind of thing. Maybe just a slap on the wrist and, tell me I can't drink at the Wet Trout anymore, but that's about it. 1,000 gold, take it or leave it.
They're gonna leave for now.
Fine, you know where to find me. The Wet Trout, getting sloshed.
Sure thing, homie.
I like to think,
Go
Go ahead.
I was like, sure thing, my homie pal chum. I'll see you around.
See, I like you. I like you, my Leonin friend. Warm, fluffy, fuzzy, and I'm sorry they hit you like a truck. Get better, bud.
What's a truck?
Yeah.
Like a cart. A large cart. Wagon.
I like to think while this conversation's going on, it cuts to the other group, and Colra just leans to Demovan. So, we're stealing the fucking boat, right?
Absolutely. We just have to figure out how to get it out of the ice.
We have fire. It's fine.
It's just like, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, we're just getting this out for when we get the gold. No biggie. Just gone the next day. It's like,
It's okay, he'll never be able to track us, and there's just like broken ice all the way through.
Big melted ice field behind you. Alright, so making your way back down the docks.
I was just wondering, on the ice, did that do anything?
No. Did not do anything. You make your way back to the White Lady Inn, and you do know where the town hall is close by if you want to make your way there. Otherwise, where would you all like to go?
It's still early in the day, or is this afternoon?
Yeah. I mean, you woke up, met Scython outside the White Lady Inn, and took a a walk down to the East Haven Ferry. It's right there.
I would not mind taking a lunch short rest, perhaps, and then continuing on.
Sure. I know a few peeps are pretty bonked up.
Could use a
Play.
Okay.
I would assume we'd wait to collect the group again, right?
Yeah, so everybody, you guys go back to the inn to recuperate. They welcome you back in. It's nice and warm in there after having... I think you now realize that these towns, though still cold and brutal, are actually pretty hospitable, especially East Haven. But when you were out on that lake, like at the end of that pier, the wind over the lake was pretty gnarly. You know, whipping against your face, your skin's all brittle and burnt from frostbite, and the warmth of the inn is nice. So yeah, you get some hot food and some ale, and you're able to take a quick break and rest. What I mean, do we want to discuss what plans you guys have? So just to surmise, the dwarves, the Duergar, were scouting around. They mentioned they had been scouting around for a few days in East Haven, looking for Chardolin, looking for that black ice, the similar, or the black ice that Thad had found in that little like bundle of stuff. And yeah, that they had just recently targeted that in the town hall. For some reason, there's a large piece of it in the town hall, very large piece of it. They don't know really what it was because they just went in there and scouted it out, and they were going to try to get it tonight, but you foiled that plan. So yeah.
So we're not planning on taking that with us, though, right?
No, I was just the plan I was thinking of is to follow up and see what it is and why they have it. And from Thad's point of view, is maybe it's a sign that there's some other shit going on, and we can get to the bottom of what this bigger web of weirdness is. Or if it's got an answer, then we just move on. But just
someone
curious.
high up has to be gathering that shit.
Right, exactly. And if there's someone high up gathering a malicious material for unknown purposes, Thad's all about that.
And I think we wouldn't take it with us, but maybe dump it into the lake.
Or I mean, it's just
I'm not touching that shit.
No, I think if it's there, they have a reason for having it. We just leave it, unless there's a really good reason to destroy, take it, or dump it.
Well, yeah, if we figure out that it's for nefarious purposes. I mean, if it's for we think we can use this to bolster the town's defenses or some shit like that, then yeah, we leave it. But
I think we just play it by ear if that happens and just ad lib it as best we can.
And I think honestly, we could just ask like any sort of like adventurer or even regular townsperson to see like if they know what it is even, and if they know what it is, then they're gonna know who like told them about it or asked them to find it or whatnot.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, do you know what's up with that big rock at town hall?
We should also just straight up go look at it first.
Yeah,
that would be the most sensible thing, right?
Hey, can you see your secret spooky metal stuff?
Well, maybe it's in the. Did they mention something about it being locked up?
No.
Did they? They didn't. In a room or something. Well, we just walk over there.
It's like a back room or something.
They mentioned that it was in a room within town hall. Like you've seen the front of it, and you know that. I mean, it has like basically a main like audience chamber front area, mainly used for business and going and coming and going of this big town. Like there's clerks and stuff that would work there.
Yeah, big place.
But it's
also we could two for one and ask for I keep saying guards. Ask about guides to hire while we're in there. They may have a good resource to, I don't know, the local guild of guides or something.
It's a classic move. I've heard it done in far off lands such as Chult. Very feline idea.
All right, so where would you guys? So after a quick lunch break, do you head off towards the town hall?
I think so. I think that's the plan.
Yeah. Unless anyone else has other ideas, that would be what Thad's up to.
Yep.
And other than the Duergar, what else did the ghost chick say?
Oh, she mentioned that there was a supporter of Oral in the town, who you basically found, right?
Right.
And it turned out to be a little bit less sinister than you expected. It's more so just somebody who is kind of the mindset. It's Nymetra, the White Dragonborn. She's more of the mindset of like, hey, maybe we should just try harder and like, sacrifice more and worship Oral more, because then that's all she wants. Then she'll like get rid of this ice and the night and the darkness and the cold. So.
Right. Okay. Okay. To the town hall.
Town hall.
All right. So, make your way to the town hall, and in front of it, you see there's the normal group of people kind of milling about. The ashes of the pyre that burned the night before, or that burned the the evening that you arrived, are now just kind of mushy and mixed with fresh snow on the ground. Still that lingering scent of wet fire, like wet bonfire in the air, as you see one or two of the East Haven citizens just kind of like poking at the ashes and stuff, just kind of like looking at it.
Is there more grisly details there, or is it just the ashes?
You can see that there are, like, if you look closely, Kolra, you do see that there is a skull, kind of like in the middle of the pile.
She pushes Valhalla to the other side of the party.
That's pretty.
What?
There's no meat.
No, it's all gone. It was a
Nothing,
really
just
hot
being
fire.
weird.
Yeah, I figured.
You're so
Probably find a
weird,
bone to
Cora.
just like gnaw on. Kind of nice.
I'm not a fucking dog.
Yeah, it's probably got a nice charred taste to it, though. I don't know.
You sure about that?
What is a lizard but a scaly dog?
I mean,
A whole
we're
different
gonna go with
animal.
that.
Have you guys ever met iguanas?
I mean, a Komodo dragon is pretty brutal. A Komodo dragon is just a big angry dog, so.
Big angry dog.
Hmm.
That was never given love.
I'm pretty sure a
Aw.
Komodo dragon could beat like 90% of dogs in a fight.
100% of dogs in
100%.
fights.
They're massive and ridiculous.
All the dogs.
Yeah, especially
Eh.
domesticated dogs.
Bigger dogs
100%.
though, like attack dogs,
cannot.
straight attack dogs. You don't
They're-
think?
Those things are
The
massive.
muscle-
They are.
Yeah.
I know.
huge.
muscle that
no.
those
They got
lizards
armor.
have.
There's a reason they're called dragons.
Yeah, like they're one, they're not tiny, but two, like they're
Also
strong.
venomous.
They're venomous,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yup.
It's like if the dog wins, the dog the fight, the dog will die from the poison.
Yeah,
Pyrrhic victory.
No matter
So
what, the dog
dragon still
loses.
yeah. That's fair. But I think
Chat
maybe
about
10% of dogs could kill a Komodo dragon. Maybe
And
five,
still die
maybe?
in the end.
5
I
to
don't know.
8.
This
Anyway,
is so
somewhere.
far out of my
right.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So,
We-
as
we
as
need
the
to-
group arrives
This
at
Toku
the
versus
group
Naruto all
arrives
over again.
at the fucking town hall, debating whether or not a mythical Komodo dragon could kill a mastiff, a guard dog. You actually see Captain Arlagath standing outside on the kind of front porch of the town hall. He gives you a bit of a wave, and will and acknowledges you.
But
We're here to
Captain,
see
are
your
you
rock.
busy?
We're here to see your stones.
Yeah, we're here to see your stash.
She looks at you confusedly.
Did you say confusedly?
Yeah, she looks. There's immediately just says, wait. Sorry. You want to see what?
What's the stuff called again?
We
You
heard.
Your shiny metal,
You have a big stash of sharp somewhere.
not shart.
No. What was it called again?
It's not shart. I can promise you that.
Shardlin. Yep.
Glassy black metal.
It's gold.
Oh, she actually when you describe it as glassy black metal, her eyes light up with acknowledgement. Oh, you mean the figurehead?
Sure.
Oh.
The
Sure.
figurehead. The few weeks ago, some adventurers dragged it up from the depths of the lake 2 months ago and brought it back here looking for a reward, but it's just been bringing nothing but bad feelings and nightmares to anybody who stays near it long enough. We have it stored in the back of
Well-
the town hall.
It is cursed, so that does make sense.
Yeah, there might be some short people trying to steal it.
There, in fact,
you're-
are short people trying
You
to
are
steal it.
all confused. What are you talking about?
Do you know
Speak
what
plainly.
a-
Tell me. Stop trying to. What's going on? Why do you need to see this
Uh,
figurehead?
Hyreken, what are the thingies called?
I didn't write it down.
The theme?
The dwarves.
But
Sure.
surely
Sure.
Hyreken knows.
I just
Yeah.
call them
Grey
evil
dwarves.
dwarves in my notes because
Porkins doesn't know, but
Yeah, no,
They're-
there's
No,
the
I
Du-
translated that whole thing, and I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, Duergar or Grey Dwarves.
Beauregard, thank you.
Grey dwarves.
Oh, is that what they're
Duergar.
called?
Mhm.
Koro was just looking for what they were called.
Mm.
Yes.
Those things. They want those stones for. She shrugs, and then bad things might happen.
They're using it for bad things. So we're trying to stop them from getting the bad stuff for the
But
bad thing.
we did kill the ones that seem to be in town as a scouting party.
Yep, they're dead.
Okay, so this is all news to me. Sorry, can we just go inside? As captain of the guard, I kind of feel that I should be privy to this. I'm very grateful that you've not only won, apparently you killed the hag in the lake hag in the caves, but now you have routed some Grey Dwarf Menace that was. Okay, come on, inside, out of the cold.
We are.
To be fair, we
We did
mainly-
all that, and you have no proof at all whatsoever.
Okay, let's
No,
go
we-
back
we
into
have
your
a-
land.
we have a knife wound in the back of Pyrokin.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
I
was,
have the evidence because I have the scale mail and the pickaxe or the
Yeah, you got a bunch of
war
the stuff.
pick, and
I
I can
found
show it
out.
off. Yeah.
I can show the hole I shoved them in.
Yeah, I shoved him in this hole. Do you want to go down and take a look?
Take a look down this hole and see my friend at the bottom.
Yeah, just like peer down real quick, and don't mind the fact that I'm standing directly behind you.
Just bend way over.
Yeah, make sure your center of gravity is just very awkward and almost over to the point where you fall over. It's just not quite there. No reason. Anyways.
So into the town hall.
Yeah,
I'm thinking this is probably our best bet at a murder hobo party.
but not on
Rob.
purpose. That's the thing.
Yeah.
False.
We're not bad people, okay? I think.
Flip
We're
would have been so
accidentally
down.
bad.
Yeah, we're not bad people.
So
We're just
down.
bad at being people.
We're moralistically clumsy.
All right,
Are we
so
the baddies?
yeah, you head inside, and you see, as you get inside, it is much warmer in the dome.
Ooh, new map.
The veteran there is Arlagath, and let's see, where is? Yeah,
She's more rugged than I thought she would
I
be.
know, yeah, she is. All right, so you wait as you come inside. She looks to you all and she just says, "Okay, now we're out of the cold, a little bit more quiet, a little bit more private space. What the heck's going on? What are you talking about? There's Duergar. Where were these Grey Dwarves located?
On the ferry.
They're on the ferry boat that's been trapped in the ice. We went over there.
The East Haven Ferry.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, they just unprovocatively, I should say, just gave me a right stabbing in the back. Still see the wound. Don't touch it; it hurts.
She looks. Yeah, you turn around and look, and you're just like, "Ooh, yeah, that does not look good at all." Well, my thanks. Why were they here? Why in East Haven? Usually Duergar don't come this close to civilization. They stay out in the mountains.
They want the metal.
It seems they've been checking every town, not just this one.
Oh.
They're looking for a large amount of the metal to make a monster or a weapon or something
Well-
along those lines, because apparently they're just bitter fucks.
That sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well. That's I'm very grateful that you did such a thing. Well, do you want to see the figurehead? I don't
Yes.
really know if it's.
I think
Absolutely.
probably
If I'm gonna get
confirm
stabbed or
about
something,
it.
I want to see what it was.
Well, all right, yeah, absolutely. Well, let me see if the speaker is in. He'll show you it. I just want to make sure that it's okay with him. Hold on for a moment. I'll be right back. I think he's in his offices. And she heads out the door in the back here. As you're chilling in basically like the initial kind of reception hall area here, There's a quick description. It's pretty interesting. The chamber itself is decorated with oil paintings depicting life in East Haven, including a large painting of the town itself on the northern wall. Then mounted on the south wall is a 5-foot-long stuffed knucklehead trout. So its wooden plaque has a name engraved on a copper plate that reads "Big Nuck."
That is just a relative of yours.
Big Nuck, caught by East Haven
Drunk
fishers
Nuck.
during the summer of 1479 ER.
Damn, that's a perfect name for a giant fish. I love it.
Hey, Dad, did you come up with this name?
No, but I wish I did. That's very clever. They have good taste.
This is the first time that probably many of you have actually seen a full knucklehead trout. At 5 feet long, this thing is not really a fish, but more like a small monster.
That's huge.
Huge.
I mean, this
Actually,
one is
it's
it is
medium.
Big Nuck, you know, but
Don't fuck with the nook, as they say.
Nuck if you buck.
Oh no.
Big Nuck if you buck.
Now with this time with just the group, Cora will look around and so what are we doing about the boat?
Why do we need the boat? I already forgot.
I literally do not understand why we need a boat.
Yeah, the rivers don't work here.
Isn't all the ice frozen? Isn't all the water frozen? It's ice. So it's frozen,
I have
Why are we
tan.
here again?
right?
My skin is cold, so I think you're right.
I do believe it would take longer to go anywhere in Icewind Dale via water than just by walking.
Considering there's no
What if we
water.
didn't travel by water?
Yes, we
What
heard
you
your sled boat plan, but how are we going to propel such a thing?
We have goats.
That is a big boat. We would need.
That's
Realistically,
gonna need a big goat.
realistically, I'm sure there's some means of transportation in the 10 towns. Probably a team of some barbaric, stupid, moronic canines could pull it or something like that.
Hyrokin's interaction with a sled dog team is gonna be so fucking good. Just
They
like
may pull me. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, angry pouty cat on the back of a sled.
Yeah.
Just cracking the whip constantly.
Bear with me here, but I had a thought. I'm still working through it. Just give me a moment. So the
Push
boat.
it out. Don't push it.
Oh yeah. I'm massaging it through my brain. This is how it works. So we have a big ass boat that we're trying to pull with something. Goats are small.
You got a big ass.
Boat is big. What if we found something that was equal in size to the boat that could then pull
Like
the
a
boat?
mammoth.
Sea goat. I like what you're thinking.
When
Oh,
Valhalla
no.
says that, Cora's eyes go wide and she has the biggest grin on her face.
Oh no, I
No.
regret everything I have said. I would like to
I
strike
was
it
literally-
correctly, please.
Is
She runs up, she comes to Valhalla's face and goes, "I could kiss you."
I did. I saw.
And that's when the door opens as 3 individuals come through the door, and the captain Algrath is just,
dude the eyes on that top token?
That's seeing some shit.
No, I know what it is. It's the
yeah. So you
Boom.
see Captain Algrath
Yeah.
come through the door, leading another kind of pale-faced man, beard, a little bit of balding on the top, wearing a big fucking fur coat around himself, looking a little like he's like carrying himself like he's important.
It's not balding. That's called a receding.
A receding
hairline.
hairline on the top, and
that is
he
a form of balding.
He is followed closely by another woman who has a bunch of like journals and notebooks in her hand, who is furiously taking notes as she observes the room and looks at the wall.
The shifty-eyed one or the veteran?
Yes, the shifty-eyed one.
Okay.
Veteran still, what's her name? The half elf
Yeah.
woman.
Yes, the half elf veteran. That is.
God, I'm so bad with names.
Arlagath.
It's amazing. Okay. Yeah.
So this is the guy that you see. This is Speaker. He introduces himself as Speaker Daneth Whalen.
Oh, okay, so this is the speaker for the town then. We've not met him yet. Right.
I
Yeah,
have this
you
weird
actually
feeling
haven't-
he's a werewolf.
Hadn't seen him yet. He is the.
He's clearly high off his ass. Look at his eyes.
Can I call him Dan?
I mean,
So-
his last name is literally Whalen. I'm pretty sure he's just mad at not being able to catch a white whale. Like honestly,
Yeah, he hasn't gone Whalen in some time. So Arlagath does the quick introduction. She just says, "This is Speaker Whalen. These are the band of adventurers I told you about. They located the unfortunate fishers who were out on the bunch of knuckleheads boat. They seem to have been murdered and killed by a lake hag who
And
they
made
all-
into soup.
Yes. Unfortunately, who this group also murdered and killed the lake hag. So they have made the town of East Haven safer, and apparently
She was not
today
made into soup.
has been. They have also done us a great favor of ridding the East Haven ferry of some gray dwarves that were camping out there. They seem to have East Haven in on their minds. I believe that we owe them some thanks. And Speaker Whalen bows and said, "Yes, of course. We're very grateful for everything that you've done. I've actually been meaning to talk to you all since you came back from your mission to the caves. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so bold. Arlagath mentions that you're here to see the figurehead. I am very curious as to why. She mentioned something about the Grey Dwarves, but
They wanted it, but also the thing is cursed and is probably going to bring doom upon this town.
I agree. When those adventurers brought it in asking for a reward, I didn't know what to think at first, but after they seemed to be getting more and more ill-mannered and angry when they were around it, I think we realized that there's something vile with that figure. So we locked it away back in the hall behind us. It's,
I think as long as it is here, the Great Dwarfs will be after it. It
Well-
would probably be best to just dump it into the lake.
I think that would be best.
That's just going to make it easier for them to get it.
Yeah, I think. if
Do
we're
you think
concerned
that the
about
Grey
them-
Dwarfs will be able to get to the bottom of the lake without freezing to death?
Do you also want
I
this in the
think
middle of
that-
your town?
I think that if they want it bad enough, they'll find a way.
Speaker speaks up and he just says, "Well, it was pretty difficult for these adventurers to bring it back. One of them mentioned some sort of spell, telekinesis, to bring it up from the depths. Seems that was something. He mentioned it was some, pretty costly and pretty powerful spell, and that's why he deserved a reward for spending, all of his energy on that. But no, they didn't get shit for it."
Yeah, it sounds like he was talking out of his ass. Telekinesis. Alright, doesn't exist.
like butthole kinesis.
gonna-
Am I right, Dad?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to whoever's closest to me.
Probably
There's-
Cora, since she was grabbing
always
your
Cora.
face.
Grabbing my face. Okay. Lean over to Colorado. Is it possible to talk out of your ass?
Normally I'd say no, but it's Thad.
I'm just gonna give a look to Thad and be like, "Wow," and just like impressed.
I'm a man of many skills.
Talking
Well,
out of his ass is probably his most prevalent one.
Oh, I was speaking most literally. But I think more to the point. As long as the Sunblight menace remains, this is going to be a source of contention and possibly more to try to come get it. I would not want to dump it in the lake, probably,
Well,
but keep it under lock and key.
all I can say is it is under lock and key. It is fairly protected here. We keep it chained to a pole in the center of the room, but I don't know
Lock
what else
and
we
key,
could.
my friend.
I don't know what else we could do with it.
Hey, do you at least have an active guard posted?
Bury it, perhaps?
Wait, exactly how large was this object?
Well, we might as well stop talking about it and go see it. But
Yeah,
I
I
will
agree.
warn you, please do not touch this thing. It exudes a very, very dangerous aura. You can feel it when you enter the room. Trust me.
We've had a little bit of experience.
He looks to you with a like he's about to open the door, and he turns around and looks back to you. And, what do you mean?
Oh, we found a piece.
Yeah, Demovan's looking very curiously at Cora.
I mean, she would just nod when Thad says we found a piece.
Oh, you did. Well, wait, a piece of what?
Oh, I don't know.
The black metal.
Hey, it was cold to the touch and made me feel weird. It's in a safe place now.
Yes. Which is where no one can get to it but us, but it does not affect us either.
He's when you say like black ice, he looks to you and he just says, "What? I am sorry. I just thought this thing was some sort of strange metal. But what? Do you know more about this than you're letting on?"
Thad does. He does the guy driving and his face goes blank meme. He goes, nope.
Give me a deception check, Mr. Thad.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, does this guy seem like malevolently curious, I guess? Like, you know more?
Yeah, I would want
Zero.
to.
Nailed it.
Oh my god.
Didn't even break positive. Jesus.
He's a commoner,
Now
homie.
accurate.
Like
To be fair, my flaw is technically
Checks
I have a
out.
tell that reveals when I'm lying. So,
oh yeah.
Checks out.
So he absolutely like sees directly through you. But to answer your question, Demovan, it's basically just curiosity. Like he actually, you can tell he has like he's literally just like, I have no idea what the fuck this thing is.
Okay, so yeah, just general curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
what was it called again? We always
Cora would
forget.
speak up. Say, I think it's better to not have as much information floating around. An
I think
accidental.
Could be important that the leaders of 10 towns know, perhaps? Then again, the last leader that almost became a leader was not trustworthy.
So far.
Is he doing
But yes. Cora pinches her nose, kind of like that's kind of what I was trying to get across without saying it.
I would like to point out 7 charisma.
Yep. Yo, this is a charisma
So
game.
what's that got to do with your character?
All right, so the speaker Waylon, he looks to the group. Just we can speak more when we see it. Please come, follow me. I also have some other propositions to talk about. He opens the door, and as you guys are walking through the next room, which seems to be more like a guest chamber, type of thing. It has filing cabinets, some couches in there. It seems to be almost like an antechamber or a waiting room. A little bit smaller. He speaks and he says, "It has come to my attention that you have brought something back with you from the caves."
Yes.
I heard whispers. People talk. They mentioned that it was some sort of cauldron, and well, it seems that it may be a little bit more important than than we initially thought. I do not wish to beat around the bush. I wish to purchase this cauldron from you.
What do you think it does?
Oh, it will be able to put East Haven in a very safe spot within the 10 Towns hierarchy. from what my research, he nods over to the woman who's like taking notes, like arduously taking notes and kind of just like looking at the wall. From what I have learned, it seems that this cauldron will be able to feed my town. Definitely, if we are in possession of it. I am willing to offer 5. He's basically the equivalent of 25,000 or 2,500 gold for it. 2,500 in the form of 500 gold piece gemstones.
My God.
Would you mind if we had time just to speak about it as a group, and we'll get back to you?
Yes, just know that this offer is on the table.
It's not like we can carry it with us.
If
Sure we
have
can.
it.
We still might be able to replicate it.
I say we give it away
Would I
charity.
be able to figure it out?
Kalis?
Not
No.
for
Eventually.
some time.
What we could do is have the caveat that we are allowed to study it for Valhana's purposes later without any interference.
You do not need to have a verdict on this right now. Just know that the offer is on the table. Nobody else in East Haven will outbid me, and trust me, nobody else in 10 towns will be outbidden as well.
I want to do an inside check on him to see if this is something he's trying to do for personal gain, or if he's actually concerned about the town.
Go ahead.
I would like to do an insight check to see if he actually
Don't-
thinks legitimately he's got the highest offer in 10 towns.
19.
I think he
so-
has it.
So, Thad, your assessment of that's actually a pretty dang good insight. Your assessment is it's a little bit of both. I would say probably there's enough of I'd say it's 50-50. Like a speaker is basically, there's 10 speakers in 10 towns. This will elevate him to possibly be a little bit more of a big dude in the total of the 10.
But he genuinely cares about his town and supply.
But he also cares about the town, and as you have heard, East Haven, their sacrifice to Auril is human sacrifice.
Oh shit.
So it could be a way that it could ease the pain of that, so as to not, because there's three types of sacrifice that the towns do. There is the sacrifice of warmth, which is what the places like Dugan's Hole and Goodmead would sacrifice, which is basically spend a night without any sort of fire or any sort of warmth, kind of huddle against the cold. The other towns sometimes do sacrifice of food, where they put out a large feast, the equivalent of a large feast of trout, vegetables, whatever they can, out in the wild for Auril's beasts to consume, like the crag cats and those types of things to take away as kind of a sacrifice to the general wilds of Auril. And then other towns that have bigger populations sacrifice humans, tying them to stakes out in the cold to freeze to death.
Wow. Well,
That is
I guess
barbaric.
if there's a bit of not insight's the right word there, but an instinctual thought that if they're going to be less likely or less, I can't talk tonight. They are less likely to participate in the human sacrifices if they don't feel as threatened by the cold, by having this. Is that the kind of the vibe?
The vibe would be they would still probably participate in the human sacrifices since this is a larger population town. But this would basically be the pizza party.
I am
the class pizza party to
Really
kind of
difficult.
ease the pain of, because they do the sacrifice is done by lottery. Probably
Ooh.
people would know that, so it's not it's not just like they choose somebody and they go. It's a lottery. And there has been rumors actually that you've probably have heard when you're in your nights in the inn or in your nights in the taverns, that a lot of people think the lottery is rigged. That a lot of people who may or may not have more money will pay to get their names removed from the lottery.
Oh man, that's just capitalism for you.
This sounds like Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
really, this sounds pretty standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard practice.
But so Thad, your big brain insight basically just shows that this is a way that Speaker Whalen can see as an advancement for himself in terms of becoming more of a more powerful, higher standing in the hierarchy of the 10 town speakers, but also as a way to kind of appease his population of East Haven when the next time for human sacrifice comes along.
All right, that leaves me basically neutral on the subject.
Yeah.
Then.
So yeah, I have no care either way.
I have no strong feelings
either way. And Crix, you were looking to see if what were you?
If he actually legitimately thinks he has the best offer we'll be able to get in 10 towns,
he's fucking
or
confident. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He's pretty damn confident. You
It
don't
makes
like
sense.
you don't yeah, like as far as he knows, yeah. In East Haven, for sure. In 10 towns, you only know of one other town that's bigger than this.
Yeah, we really haven't seen any wealth either.
Yeah, which is Bryn Shander. And you don't know. I mean, could go and shop it over there if you want to, but
that's the thing, is I would want to shop it over there partially because I know this town is a town of thieves and criminals, essentially.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to save the thieves and criminals. I want to save the people who.
Well, it's not a town. It's not inherently a town of thieves and criminals. It's a town that was founded by thieves and criminals. A little bit of a difference there.
It's Australia.
Yeah, it's Australia. Yeah.
If you give the thieves food, what reason will they have to steal? Come on.
Personal gain.
Yeah. All right. So the Speaker Whalen, he says all those things and he gives you the offer. It would be 500 gold gemstones, which Kolra, in your mind, that kind of perks up your little avian foxbird ears. That would easily be the collateral berry, if you wanted.
It's definitely in the back of the mind.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, influx of cash very easily. Speaker Whalen pushes forward and puts his back to the door. Says, I will just say, please, I reiterate, do not touch this thing. I worry what it will do to... Trust me, the power of it is a little bit overwhelming. Please, step forward. And he opens the door. And in the room, you see ahead of you a large Yiggyar head tied to a big piece of wood in the center of this chamber. Lamps lit up.
I touch it.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding.
low burning lanterns cast a gentle glow upon a tall, black object in the center of the room. Although one could easily mistake it for a statue, this object is actually the figurehead of a ship, and is carved in the likeness of some sort of winged beast. Vile-looking, evil-looking, fiendish-looking.
Do I recognize it?
The figurehead stands to be... The figurehead is 8 feet tall.
Damn.
Shards of wood jut out of the back of it, at the points where the figurehead was once attached to the hull of a ship.
Gotcha.
And yeah, if you want to, Crix, you can roll a history check, I believe. Give me a quick second to double check.
History? Could it be Arcana?
Yeah,
okay.
History check.
Oh, wow.
For some reason, you know exactly what this is. You realize it is indeed a fiend. Your eyes scan it up and down and recognize it as specifically a demon Errtu, E-R-R-T-U, a Baylor demon that once terrorized Icewind Dale over a century ago. You may have read about it in some sort of historical book, in a library somewhere, maybe in the monastery that you were in. And yeah, it is, and it makes sense. You think about it and you realize that, yeah, this demonic... You heard Lady Ellen explaining that this thing was basically like that. This Chardalyn has some sort of demonic or fiendish, like energy held within it. Speaker Whalen steps into the room, and as you all look at this thing, you start to hear something. You hear a mournful wailing and a dripping sound. As your eyes adjust to the light in here, you see lashed to the figurehead, there's actually something lashed there with rope. The scrawny woman, dripping, dripping wet. Her long, white hair hangs over her face and obscures it.
Oh, it's the Lady of the Lake.
He looks up and screeches.
Oh.
Oh, was she there when we walked in? But did she show up after?
She was there basically like transparent as you walked in and then came into
Visible.
yeah. What are you guys doing? She's just basically sitting there.
Just
her head
screeching at us? Or just,
no,
like,
no,
yelling
she's
like
just like lets out like a low.
I look back
slowly
at the,
begins to sob.
I look back at the speaker. Is he looking at this? Can he see it?
Yeah, he's fucking backing out of the room, terrified.
Is she always like this?
This is something new. I don't know what this is. Please, oh God, oh
Is
God.
it the same voice that we heard in the halfling bard?
Yeah. What was the story on her again? I think I read this written down.
Her husband died or some shit, and then it was like she died or some shit, and then everyone died or some shit.
A classic
Great
retelling.
recap. A
Okay.
story
The
for the
Odyssey.
ages.
That
Like,
was
Hail
some
as old as
shit.
time.
Kolra, do you approach?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach, the sobbing continues. And then you get close. The head snaps up and the hair flies back. Beneath the hair, you just see a bare skull with a rictus grin
Oh God.
as she blasts you with a horrifying visage. We're gonna roll initiative after we take a break.
Oh
As-
shit. So she was drowned. Oh, I didn't take notes on her story.
All right, give me a
Dude,
wisdom
I'm gonna
saving throw,
die.
Kolra.
I'm legit going to die.
No, you're probably fine.
Hell yeah.
All right, Kolra.
Oh,
Actually,
you-
I think. Well, no, we'll roll this
That
afterwards.
is-
Let's see.
dude, I'm gonna die.
Wait, we
That's the
rested for
saddest
lunch.
thing.
Did you need to heal or?
I think it's some of
No.
the age.
No, he's
No,
gonna
I'm
age
going to die of
1d4
old age.
times 10 years.
Oh,
What do you
Yeah.
I'm going to get aged to death.
Okay,
That's
let's.
like the saddest way of
All right,
dying.
everybody roll
Only-
initiative, and there will be an initial surprise of this thing using its horrifying visage on
Oh
you.
God, Kayla, is it really even worth living?
oh no, Kayla.
I don't want to live on this earth anymore.
It's too cold.
Hey, maybe all of your nerve endings will die, and you won't even be able to feel the cold.
When I'm
Party
100
kill.
years old.
I mean, I can't see it. Though.
Oh, we would have to find someone who can do a greater restoration.
It just
wisdom
says who
save.
can see it.
That is true. Okay. Would this be on the map right now? I need you all to say, like, is this where you would have been?
For me, absolutely.
Like practically,
Yeah.
yes.
I think here probably.
I probably would have stepped in, so I would probably be in, and because I imagine I would have been like, Kolro, what are you? And then
Yeah. Kayla's probably is like, like off trying to find a bathroom or something.
right.
I just turn around immediately, just spooked to death.
Oh, those are my fiber pills?
As long as you can hold on for
Where's the
24 hours. You can be 140 years old for like 24 hours, all right? That's all we're asking. Find someone to greater restore you, but that's it.
I'm fine, dude.
Why?
No, don't roll the wisdoms yet. We're gonna take a break.
Oh, okay.
But you rolled
I-
yours, so tough
Yeah.
cooks.
You know what?
Also,
You know,
they
age,
broke I think the APIs broke. Like the actual. Like, I'm not joking about like.
The
like,
actual APIs he uses.
Yeah, like my group init thing doesn't work anymore, which is.
Hmm.
Big oofs.
Yeah, and my initiative was I rolled a 2, and Stemavand rolled a 2, and then Thad's plus 2.
It's just
so
twos.
everyone's got it's just 2s everywhere.
There's got to be
Yeah.
a section with
Okay.
all the.
Quick break, everybody go get
Inside
another drink,
Illuminati.
get some snackos, and we'll be back as this thing gives its horrible facial spookiness at you all.
Before you run off, did you send out your good faith payment today?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe.
Escrow now 30 days?
Biggest
Let's
purchase
go.
we've ever made.
Yeah, big.
Damn,
Right, right,
you
right.
in the end game now.
you.
Well, now we gotta do some other crap of like, you know, insurance, like get the homeowner's insurance estimate and all.
That's easy
that,
though.
but that's easy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I would also
Well, we already
advise
have an
like
umbrella with State Farm, so
I would advise doing research on like if there's any projects you guys want to do, like start contractor searching. I guess you guys have like the 2 months before they move in, but like do some research now, sort of thing. Because when you need it,
for
it's a
what?
pain in the ass.
Oh, you mean for like repairs and stuff?
There's repairs.
Just
There's
building
like
up a list of contractors you can contact, kind of a thing.
yeah, or
Well,
like or if
we're
there's
getting
like
the inspections next weekend, but
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
already know that I want to do additional inspections.
But later.
But like,
Okay,
it's not
everybody, we're taking a break. You guys can discuss this. I'm gonna mute for now.
Okay, bye.
Okay, we're taking a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Stuff. Alrighty.
pulling up the info and being. I think he's doing a good job. I think we'll probably stick with him. But he also works with another person who does specifically a mortgage broker. So I talked to them and sent our.
Like, let's be honest.
As long as you don't sell it to
like a year or so later. Not even,
That's
yeah, like
the
years
best way to
later.
invest.
I also just last note. I'm kicking myself. I should have sold the rest of my Bloom stock last week. It's down 25%, and that was going to be part of the down payment. So I just lost out a chunk of our down payment because I didn't sell when it was high. Whoops! But
Yeah,
It could go high again.
Good.
I'm hoping.
Believe.
Just
Everything's
slip it-
down this week though. So
Just
it's
slip it one
It was a
marijuana.
very red week.
It was a very bad week, yeah.
Yeah, it was a wild week. All right,
Except for
everyone.
GameStop.
So
I'm holding on to my.
I
one.
need. So we have the initiatives that have come through. We've had one wisdom save from Crix. I need a wisdom save from Demovan, Valhana, Thad, and Hyrokin. But Kalis, you are not in vision.
I can see it.
You're gonna be old.
I'd be watching it.
Okay, cool.
I'm already
If you're fine with it.
420.
Oh,
Yeah,
We'll use
Valhana's
my
like,
inspiration
oh,
on this,
okay.
'cause
Yeah,
I
I'm asking for
Inspiration
inspiration
big
as
time.
well. Who's gonna do first?
Oh God!
Oh no!
I'm literally.
You guys are
Wait.
just gonna age like fine wine. I'm gonna die if I fail.
All right,
I'm
so
not gonna do this for
so the
shame.
only
Oh, I
one.
succeeded.
Okay. Okay. Who are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's everybody. Okay. So Fletcher, you are. Or sorry, Crix, you are now.
I was assuming my homunculus did not have to roll. that.
No, your homunculus
Okay.
does not. It is. It states. Well, yeah. No, it does have to save. It will not. Yeah, it'll age, but it'll just fucking age. I don't know. Nah, fuck the homunculus. Whatever. It's fine. All right, Crix. No, well, I don't want to. It doesn't have to do whatever it is. So, Crix, you are now spooked. So you are frightened. Let's see. What else do we have? Valhana, you are also frightened.
Same fam.
Yeah. What? Frightened equals. Ah! Spooked. Valhana, you are also frightened, and I'll allow you to do this. Valhana, roll me 1d4, please.
She's a fucking elf.
I know.
40 years is like, 15 minutes.
It's college.
You age 30 years.
I'm 400.
Don't even get a PhD out of it.
And it's like it's pretty funny because this basically Valhana is terrified, but you do not you notice one wrinkle form on her forehead.
Yes.
You notice
And then
one
you
wrinkle
realize-
On my
formed on your
forehead,
brain.
it's like a crow's. It's like a crow's foot. It's like the corner of my eye.
Okay.
You can Botox that out, yeah.
Hirokin with the you failed by more than 5 as well. So Hirokin, you are frightened for at least a minute. So you are terrified.
And puff up and
Yeah.
sit still.
Eyes go wide, puff up and sit still. Roll a d4 for me.
Hell yeah. I don't know how long lions live.
Also age 30 years. We watch as your main.
You live the same age as a cat. You're dead.
Oh no. Like double.
Let me see. Leonins typically are 5 speed age. Oh,
Same rate as
as
humans.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
you watch as like you basically just look more you start to turn gray fox.
I mentioned like
main-
the old
like you get
old cat mustache.
Yeah, you get the cat mustache. I mean, hey, Professor Cat, right? Like you have
Yeah.
you now actually look more learned. So you get
I have tenure.
yeah, you have suddenly obtained tenure. You get the door opens behind you, and the representative from the college that you attended walks in and hands you a diploma of tenure, a mark of tenure. Okay, so your mane now has distinguished gray streaks through it. You have the little bit of the kind of gray around your snout, and there are patches or just kind of streaks of gray, almost like tiger stripes along your arms and back, wherever they are. Okay.
Older than me now.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, technically, I guess. Demovan, you are fine. Thad, you are fine. Kalis is fine. And Kolra, you are frightened, but you do not age. Okay. So that was the surprise round. It is now your turn, Kolra. You are frightened of this thing, which, as per its thing, it's just a frightened condition. You have disadvantage on attacks against it, I do believe, and not move any closer to it. Luckily, you are right up in its face. Also, here is some cool art. That is what you saw as you entered.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
It's like a
A big Chad bowl.
you can say like an Ushabti Chad bowl.
And then just so this woman appeared tied to the
Yeah, and as soon
figure.
as her skull-like face was revealed from under the dripping white hair, the ropes tying her to this figurehead vanished, and she raises her clawed hands to attack you.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm like, bitch.
Did that.
So, even before the screech, Cora kind of had a not quite frightened, but afraid look on her face. And when that happens, she kind of one would assume she's a cat as she jumps, and like the fur on her ears and her feathers kind of puff out. And I activate my cloak.
Okay.
And it would seem a lot more intense as she kind of goes panic mode and narratively lets him have more control.
What the fuck is that thing? Oh my god, it's terrifying. Oh, good lord. Oh. Wait, run. Why can't you run? Why can't you fucking run? Okay, come on, move those feet. Move those feet. Move those feet. Oh god, her face. You see her face? Oh my. Oh.
On her brain? How does that work?
Yeah, that's in red.
Probably not helping her current situation at all.
Not in the slightest.
No,
and she reaches up her hand.
The voice is just as panicked as she is.
She reaches up her hand, and a feather appears, and she throws it into its face.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Poof. All right. That will hit.
Why am I getting big Beauty and the Beast vibe? You're the feather duster right now.
Suck it. Okay, so four piercing damage. This is a spell, correct?
It's a weapon. It just has the appearance of a spell.
Okay, so it's non-magical damage.
Correct.
Right, so it does damage it, but you watch as the etherealness of this ghost, of this white-haired ghost, does not seem to do the full amount of damage to it, but it does take damage.
Okay.
Right. And you remain where you are, or do you run away?
She stays where she is, but more of a stock still, not because she's brave or anything.
Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. Captain Arlogath charges in. And bravely goes to this side to attack. How about you? She yells. And no, comes in the room, just like, holy shit! And will two longsword will take out her short sword as she runs in, so sure. Two longsword attacks, both of those hits. 8, 9, then a short sword offhand bonus action, and 18 hits. The thing has very little armor, but you watch as the slashes of the longsword and the piercing of the short sword pass through the ethereal body, not dealing full corporeal damage to this thing. Still a good amount of damage, though. 17, 16, 26 damage. Wow. Nice. Alright. Up next is Crix. You are frightened, so you are not allowed to move any closer, but you can still attack this thing. Crixie Poo, where are you?
I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm reading spells.
Using his lizard brain to figure out how to run away.
To think out loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying
Anyway,
to transform the Komodo dragon.
I'm going to. I could. Theoretically, I could.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Komodo height?
Activate your god mode. Or goddess mode.
That is the god mode. It goes into Komodo dragon mode.
Actually, I think. I don't know if Komodo dragon exists, but it would probably have a
It'd be
swim
giant
speed.
lizard.
Yeah. Which would have a swim speed, which I can't turn into yet.
Giant lizards?
What?
I think they have a swim speed.
No.
But they're terrestrial animals. They're not aquatic. They can swim, but they're not.
I might be thinking of a particular
Iguana.
giant
like
lizard
this
from
water
a-
iguana.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, they are a large. They just have climb. They have a climbing speed.
Climb speed. Yep.
Oh.
There's another reptile
And
creature.
they also do an
D&D that-
intimidating waddle. That's the other thing they can do.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a variant hold breath. It can hold its breath for 15 minutes.
There you go. That's probably what I'm thinking
Variant
of.
spider climbing lizard. But no, you'd just be a basic ass bitch lizard.
Yep. But that wouldn't help me at this point. So
No.
I'm gonna use my action
Yes.
to summon Nova.
Okay. So
Right there.
drag it out. You got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Novocaine.
Wait, why can't I drag it out?
Oh,
There
Colruyt.
it goes. There we go.
You could also give me another wisdom or another saving throw at the end of your turn. Okay, yeah, and you shake off the frightened state. Oh, good. Oh, that was absolutely terrifying. Kick this thing's ass.
Yep.
I
So
think it has one to pick.
Find it.
All right, so
bonus
that was,
action is going to be to have this attack her.
okay, so it's basically a command for it to attack. Okay.
Yep. Big brain because this isn't at disadvantage.
Yeah, you are correct. So it shoots out it lances out some flame at it.
Yep. So.
Correctly?
Oh yeah. So also each creature within 10 feet of it when I summon it needs to make a DC saving throw, which is going to be DC 14. So it's within 10 feet. It's the only thing within. It's the only thing within 10 feet.
Of DC what? What's the saving
DC 14 Dex.
throw? Okay, go.
She's are known for their dexterity.
She fails
Okay,
it.
doesn't make it. So
Does not make
take.
it. You watch as the fire, as the flame wraps around her, starts to burn some of that incorporeal ghost-like form. Does not fully damage her though. But
Takes
very
10.
Good. Solid damage.
And then bonus action. I command it to.
Attack her.
Where the fuck is it? Why can't I? Dodge action, unless bonus action to make a. Oh, I gotta pull up the stat block. That's what my brain is. I'm like,
Yeah,
where the fuck is
you
it?
gotta- Stat
Yeah.
block. Stat block.
Yeah.
Required.
So it's going to spread its seed. It's hot seed.
Well, that does not hit.
Yep. 10, unfortunately.
What
Does
is
not hit.
All its seed got wasted on the floor.
No, it's
Nova's the
it's
name.
the wildfire spirit,
It's a
but I
name
named.
that Crix has given him.
Oh, I thought you had a Chevy Nova, and I was very confused.
Yes, I summoned my Chevy Nova. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay,
What's
so
a truck?
And then wisdom save.
you still fail.
Throwback.
Still afraid it did.
Fall back.
No, I'm not. You're afraid.
You're trapped in here with me. Oh,
Okay. You watch as the ghost kind of just its head looks around the skull-like visage. It starts to eye each of you.
We offered to help you.
It does nothing. That is your turn.
it did nothing. Huh.
Why did you spook us, bitch?
I gotta think back to. Unfortunately, I took the notes of what we learned, but I didn't take any notes about her herself. Shit. What was
That's
her
a problem.
Yeah, I'm going back. What was her end goal?
I need to
She
take
had a
notes,
goal.
man.
Not really.
She wanted to protect the town, I think.
She just mentioned stuff about the town. She didn't really.
She having okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm actually taking a shitload of notes this campaign, but they just are all conspiratorial.
Wrong thing.
You really didn't ask. No, like, and that
They're all worthless.
you really didn't ask much about her. Actually.
Yeah, it was about the town.
Yeah,
and
you're
about-
asking things about the town itself.
And yeah, and that Care Denival is the seat of a devil cult. That's the other note I
Yep.
had.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna. Cause I don't know what to do. I'm still gonna walk up, get next to her, but I want to roll a wisdom. I think I'll just roll myself a wisdom.
Sure.
Whether I recognize that this was a lack of aggression. I'm gonna.
No, she's calculating.
Okay, so I get a sense that she's waiting to move, not that she's. Okay, in that case, I still feel like she needs a beat down. So I'm going to go ahead and use a key point, and I'm going to cast Arms of the Astral Self.
Okay.
And it explodes into this. DC 11 deck save. 4.
Force damage. Nice.
Yeah. So it's like a little eruption as the arms, this like same glowing arms show up over mine.
Crits it.
Fuck, she takes 2.
Takes 2. Okay. Yeah, and
And
it takes the
then-
full 2 as you watch as like a big chunk of her ethereal form just dissipates.
Right, I think that was my bonus action. Yes, bonus action. So then my action, I'm going to go ahead and use Truth Punch. 16.
Hits.
For 3 force damage.
Oh, because this is now. Yeah. It's with your.
Exactly. That's why it turns into these spectral,
Okay.
astral projection arms.
As a reaction, her held action is now triggered.
Yeah, it's fine.
I need you to give me a charisma saving throw, Thad.
Oh, God! All the things could have been.
When have we ever made a charisma saving throw?
3.
All of us would fail that. It's
You
fine.
all watch as she punches, as Thad punches another big, huge, ghostly chunk out of the white lady. Oh no! Her head turns to him. She disappears.
Yeah, this is really not going to do anything for fixing my conspiratorial viewpoints.
My eyes, like I'm still scared, right? Like I'm feared.
You can't see what you're afraid of.
So we're no longer frightened because it's now just say Thad.
Yeah, Thad's not scared.
Technically, we're still frightened if
You're
she
still
comes
frightened.
back, but
But I just watched her. Did
vanish.
she disappear, or did she go into him?
You watch as she disappears out of existence, and Thad's eyes roll back in his head. How much
What?
movement, Thad, did you use to get there?
Only 10 feet.
Okay, you now are using an additional 30 feet to run out the door.
Oh.
I would like to attempt to trip him up,
Okay.
so to speak.
Yeah, my homunculus is right there.
I will allow
Or
you to use a
grapple him at the
reaction.
very least.
Yeah. I will allow you to use a reaction as you pass Hirokin to try to, like, you can actually grapple him as like a reaction.
I say I'll attempt to grab him.
Oh no.
Okay. Contested
Like,
athletics
no! Thaddeus' voice is going, yo, no, no.
So just use athletics on this.
Fighting with it.
Can my homunculus
Do
have
I
a
roll the
reaction?
contestant on that?
check. Yes, you will. You will roll to contest this.
All right,
that's-
you got
Oh,
this, buddy.
An 8.
Is that athletics?
Athletics.
4!
Wow, it is the worst fucking. It's the worst fucking like.
slap fight you never
Yeah,
seen.
it's a slap fight, but Hirokin, you're able to basically grab, like, you grab Thad. What did you just hold him? Just giving him like,
Like,
like
kind
a
of-
big lion hug.
So I was super scared. I don't know. I'm not. So I'm just like hugging him, like super hug and squeeze, like that. Is it gone? My eyes are fully dilated, just hugging, like squeeze hugging him there.
Thad, so the thing about the possession that's interesting. So yeah, how would Thad like? That it says it doesn't deprive you of. Oh God, this is fucked up.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
very
not deprive you
non-consensual.
of your awareness.
Yep. So I mean, it's all internal because I can't actually speak or anything. But it's Thad's just like, oh no. In his head, he's like, oh, why am I? I cannot move. Oh no. Oh God, he smells like wet fur. Oh God.
They're controlling me with the 5G.
Yeah, basically, this is just gonna throw us over.
Okay,
Or
so
throw his in overdrive.
that is
afterwards.
basically right there. Hirokin, it is now your turn. What are you gonna do?
I have a question for Hiroki.
Oh, go
My
ahead.
homunculus, can it get a attack of opportunity? Thad ran right past it.
I would allow you to command it to do an attack of opportunity on Thad.
But I was fearful. I was scared.
Well,
But
yeah.
I was just
now
going
all of a
still.
sudden the fear has dropped from all of you. So even though like as you grab Hirokin, as you grab Thad, the fear dissipates from you, and you like blink your eyes and you're able to fully think. You now realize that the goat, like the white lady, is gone, but you definitely saw it dive into Thad.
Which
Okay,
is
so
fine.
Fear is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you also let me know if this is okay.
The thing is, I don't know, like as it was running away, it's gonna be. I'll allow you to make it. It'd have to be an attack of opportunity against Thad as he runs past.
So the thing I'm trying to figure out is basically, I don't know how this would work. So my homunculus can cast a spell. Like I guess a spell.
You would have to
through
have been holding a reaction. No, so you have to be holding like a held action to
Okay,
cast a
so
spell
I could
through
just-
your homunculus, which.
So I could just say like it could do a quick force strike, just
Yep.
kind of be like, bam.
Yep, exactly. So force strike if you want to.
I don't get any defense.
Sorry,
advantage
Thad.
for-
Oh, it fucking-
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I think you just have to knock me out, don't you? I don't see anyone else around it.
Or it
Yeah.
gives you up.
Or
Alright,
yeah,
unless somebody does dispel evil and good on you, because I'm sure you guys all have that spell. All right, give me
Yeah,
the
it's a
damage.
barbarian signature spell.
Signature spell. Dispel bonk evil and
Yeah.
good.
Spell.
All right, Thad, you take
And then
six.
dispel.
You take 6 force damage.
Oh, that's pretty sizable. Nice.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
bonks you in the head. Like
Yeah.
it was like conk.
I like to think, even though that I'm not in control, you still get the grunt like, oh.
Yeah, Hirokin, give me an intelligence.
Reaction.
Give me a Arcana check.
Hell yeah, I'm actually trained in these.
Okay, you 100% understand what happened. You watched as the ghost possessed Thad and was trying to get him out of the building. You now have Thad. You now have the possessed Thad in your grip. You can do whatever you want.
I'm so glad Dieter's not here.
Yeah, we did
Is there a
deal with
way
this.
for me to just like I don't know, tighten or enhance my grip on him, so in case he tries to break free. 'Cause, like, I don't want to hurt Thad, knowing what happened. It's like,
You also, with that roll, as high as it is, you know the only way to get Thad free is to knock him the fuck out.
You have to
Yeah,
beat the
that's
devil
true.
out of him.
You literally have to beat the devil out of him.
You've already got him in the bear hug. Just like suplex him.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go suplex him, like, over, where is it in here? Oh, it's in the other room. There's, like, the little tiny, I know
No,
they're
you're
not, but I
in
thought
the
those were,
room
like,
you're in.
stools.
There's stools and benches and like couches.
Oh yeah, I'm just. We're gonna suplex Thad onto like one of the benches. We're gonna give you a nap, buddy. Just flip him over.
WWE Cat Edition. I love it.
We just go, I'm sorry.
Why'd you have to make me so scared?
I'll just say if you like, maybe well, this will come out later, but that will not hold
Go
anything
ahead.
against anybody.
Oh god, he's dead. He's about to be put into the couch. Oh lord.
All right, go ahead, Hiroki.
I don't know if that was the right.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really.
Here
It's
comes
fine.
Hero Kid with a steel chair.
That man had a family. That Thad had a family.
Thad out of
That
family.
had a manly.
What should I roll for this?
Oh god.
Lance
so-
crotch first on the chair. Not anymore. Oh
All
god.
right. So whatever you want to do, Hiroki, if you want to just do whatever kind of attack you want to do.
I'd say it would just be like with kind of like with my hands, it'd be like my claws, basically. Just
Yeah, do the
Like,
claw attack then. That
bop.
makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, 14. Does that hit Thad? That does hit Thad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
wish.
Yeah, still
4 slashing damage against you, Thad, as you are crunched through a table.
Sorry, I'm also enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah, get your catharsis about now.
Yeah, Hirokin's tail is doing the side-to-side twitch flick of a of a cat that is ready to play. Okay, Demavand, you're not feared. Watching as the ghost suddenly disappeared, and you see Thad run out of the room. You see the little homunculus zap it with a spell, with like a little force punch, and then you hear a crunching sound as Hirokin suplexes Thad through a table, and you just see Thad's face like out the door, eyes rolled back in his head, just like. Eh.
Yep.
I don't. Yep, that's a good suplex. Do I understand what happened?
Give me an
Or-
Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. It's like
Alright.
it is very apparent that a ghost turned to face Thad and dove down his throat. Like.
Also, Porkins, it's very appropriate because your Hirokin's now about that old.
I'm gonna run up to Thad, and I'm gonna pull out my rope, and in a very weak, very easily break-outable knot, and want to tie him up, and like, you're never getting out of this way. It's impossible. I'm gonna try and convince Thad he can't do it. Like, would the ghost believe that? I don't know.
Hold up.
How does that work?
It's a deception check against the ghost's wisdom
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
or
Okay.
insight.
Okay, so yeah, give me a deception check.
All right, here we go. Well, how does the alphabet work?
Charisma gang, let's go.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Thad's head, fucking fucking the
His eyes
Exorcist turns around.
unroll.
Fuck you, you bitch!
His eyes unroll out from the back of his head to roll.
Yes. No, there's you. You're not gonna tie me up. His
you're
voice says. Oh, actually, I have a thing. Hold up.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I mean, it's literally called possessed.
oh no.
There's no tying me up. Not at all. Never. I'm gonna run this corpse into the lake and drown him.
Wait, let's not do that.
Thad's too stupid to drown.
No.
Right. Any bonus action, Demovan?
I don't think
See, that one's persuasion, not deception.
I don't accept that it's water. I can still breathe it.
Can I?
There's
Are you-
oxygen.
Are you able to action surge and then hold that action?
No.
Okay. I will just stand here then.
Yeah. If you could have. You know what? You know what I'll allow you to do? I will allow you to hold the action surge.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Fuck it, whatever. I don't know. I actually don't give a shit. You can action surge and hold the action. What's the action going to be? Attack?
I guess I will take a step back from Thad in his state.
Okay, Thad, give me an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Okay, because I'm on the floor. Now, since I still have the Arms of Truth out, this would be... Yeah, okay. 8.
Misses. So my action will be to throw Valhana's spear if this ghost shows itself.
Okay, cool. Valhana.
It's not my spear, it's
Well,
your
it's your-
spear.
Valhana,
Semantics.
now your turn.
Semantics and spear tips. It's all
So
good.
I'm not feared.
You're not frightened, no.
I'm not frightened. I keep saying feared. I'm frightened.
You're a
Ain't
fear.
feared.
Fear me. Okay, I'm... Fuck. What do I know about it so far? Oh, no. I know what I wanted. Or, no, I want to ask you if this is possible. So, if I'm basically wanting to protect Thad, knowing that this thing is still in him, would Sanctuary help?
That will not help at all.
God damn it. Okay.
Sanctuary will make it much harder to get the ghost out of that.
Damn it. Okay. Well, that's why I was asking. 'cause I
Yeah,
was like, I don't
if you
know
do
if that would
Sanctuary,
work
that
way.
ghost that makes it much harder to beat
It
the
protects
devil
the ghost.
out of that.
Okay. Well, that's why I was wondering. Okay.
Good
I'm
idea.
30
Good
years
idea.
older and wiser, guys. What?
I just said that's a good idea, but
Well, that's why I wasn't sure, like, if this would impact Thad, or if it's like, what if I mend him? Can I mend him?
Just keep beating on him and then healing him so he never actually goes out. Just make the ghost leave out of pain.
Just. What if I purify food
Right.
and drink, but I consider Thad
no.
food?
We need an action, Valhana.
If
Okay,
Crick's
I'm-
cast it, does it purify food and drink?
Yeah. Is that technically a bread bowl?
He's
No.
he's calzone.
He's a calzone. He has something inside of him. All right, what are you doing, Valhana?
I'm gonna prep my light crossbow and hold an action for if this thing escapes. Wait, would that work? A crossbow?
Sure.
Would that do anything?
It seems like things were hitting.
Things
Just
were
maybe not
hitting
the
it.
whole
Okay.
bag.
I like how everybody's holding an action to wait until this thing comes out, but most people realize
Yeah,
that it's only
that
going to
just
come
runs
out
off.
if it wants to come out.
See
Okay.
you, nerds.
All right, so you hold an action with your
Okay,
crossbow.
okay.
What is the homunculus doing?
It's gonna bonk him on the head again.
Okay, homunculus. Give it a homunk attack.
I'm giving it. I'm saying it's non-lethal.
Of course. Misses.
It still misses.
Right.
Wait,
Kalis.
but I thought that was tied up.
No, he's not tied up.
I'm being
Just
grappled
grappled.
on the
He's
floor.
grappled. He's
Well,
on the
do
floor.
I not have advantage?
Nah.
He's grappled, not restrained.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, Kalis.
All right, not willing to burn my friend, I'm going to go up to him and hug him and say,
Oh, it's right into a group hug.
please
The
go
one
back
thing
to
the ghost
normal.
fears.
I'm just feeling the love and the pain
Oh.
at the same time.
You're
Are you
trying to
literally
steal
just
my
hugging
plus
him?
Wait, you're trying to steal my warmth, aren't you?
I'm just hugging you and then I'm just like all warming up.
He's sidling into Hero Kid.
All
Oh,
right.
you're worse than my wife.
The cuddle puddle has expanded.
All right, Cholera, do what you need to do. Watch as there's a large cat man and an old frail man hugging a very badly tied up Thad Crunknuckle,
Oh my god, this
Who
scene
is-
is so ridiculous.
who is in the middle of the debris of a broken table.
Folding
We're
chair that
gonna
was
have to
there
really
before.
explain some shit to this speaker after we're done.
I mean, he saw it happen.
Yeah, but still. Like...
Yeah, he
But
got
the
the
thing
fuck
is-
out.
Our methods work sometimes.
Alright,
Yeah,
Cora,
this is the
what are you up
third
to?
thing we've saved the town from. Assuming we saved the town from it.
Yeah, maybe we just released it into the wild.
See,
Laura seems to
comrade.
ignore this. And she's gonna throw a feather at Thad's face.
Okay, that hits Thad.
Yep.
For 6 piercing damage is a. What do these feathers? What do these feathers look like? Are they? Do they just like normally appear to be a feather, and do they just like turn into a more solid object? What do you got?
I got this.
Where?
Ooh, art.
Oh, sick!
Shiny. Oh, that's some vaporwave
I
aesthetic.
recognize that from a specific game and a specific champion.
Yes.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Definitely not
Not
what the
at all.
character
That's
is
the
either.
idea.
But, okay, cool. Yeah, so it basically is does it become basically like a throwing dagger in the shape of
Does it
a
have to
feather?
do with the wow, wow,
Pretty
wow, wow?
Yeah. Fortunately, she is not a member of KDA, but she could be at one point.
But is it from that same game? Because
Yes, it is.
because I could see her as guest appearance.
Yeah. All right, so 6 piercing damage thuds into Thad's shoulder. He lets out a weird, multi-voiced guttural cry. It's it's part Thad's voice, part the other voice. Just
Man, I should start a possessed metal band. Damn.
okay. Any bonus action, Cora?
I wanted to add. Here, I'll send it to you. What I have to say, I wanted to do that before.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Three of them. So
Additional. 8 more damage.
yeah,
What's
Okay.
that from?
It's basically the feather stabs into your shoulder, and then you hear a hissing sound as basically like
Turns into a
almost
flying snake.
no.
Kill me now.
Is this? Is it basically just like a? What's the damage type associated with it?
I don't think it really has one. I think it's just like a.
I thought you said autumn.
Oh, okay. So I get.
I was
no,
thinking
I
what?
get. So I can understand what this is then. So it's basically like, you like Thad. You feel this like steel feathers thud into your shoulder, and then suddenly it burns even hotter and slides like into your body.
Oh. Yeah, with that
dealing
you
8
just
more
yeah.
additional damage.
Yeah, you see that go, oh no, and then falls over and is unconscious.
Yep, you are currently incapacitated. All right.
Unless the orc boy.
and oh yeah, no, you pop back up at 1 HP.
God! Wait, I have.
But he did technically
No, so
go
that's actually so.
unconscious.
There's a great moment here. You're right. There's a great moment here as Thad's eyes roll back in his head, and then suddenly, out from his mouth, the ghost appears. Okay, so a shot from Valhana. It's a crit.
Nice.
Okay. Damage. 4 + 2, 6 damage. Is this one?
No,
No.
no, because I removed that. See how I removed it? Because I used it for the sphere.
Okay, cool. So that is non-magical. So it's still a good chunk of damage. That's good. Okay, and then Demavand, your held action is there as well.
Stab. With
Stab.
I would like to stab.
Oh my god! What the
This
fuck?
is the Vengeance Squad.
Hell yeah!
I don't.
Chubby speed.
Is this
Everyone
is
gets
this the one that
really angry when Thad is
Valhalla?
fucked with.
This is the
I
one
think
that-
you need to just rename it to the half chub.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a half
Please, half
chub.
chub. Okay, go ahead. And, roll damage on this one.
Okay, I would also like to make this a menacing attack as well.
It's the what was it? The sensitive tip?
Oh god.
The satisfying tip or something.
Yeah. The satisfying.
Brief.
And then damage.
Uh,
Almost nice.
Half chub satisfying tip.
Can you, from your character sheet, post the repeating or the returning weapon thing? Hit the little. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Magic weapon.
Nice. There you go. So with a total of that much damage, you watch Demovan. How do you do this? This thing's dead.
Oh yes.
How does one stab Ghost? I imagine it like launches out of Thad's mouth like towards Demovan, and the javelin just like goes down, like straight down throat.
Yeah, there's a shot. There's a thud. You hear the twing from Valhalla as the crossbow bolt flies through it, and as it's like reaching out to you, Demovan, it just gets like knocked off of its axis a little bit, and yeah, stab it straight down through its mouth. As there's a shriek as this thing disappears. Meanwhile, Thad, who was knocked out, suddenly you're just like, ugh, and you wake up and you're orcish. You're half orc ability.
Yeah. I'm too mad to die.
Yeah, no, that's actually hilarious. You legitimately wake back up because you go down, and the way that the possession works,
In the order of events, it happens first.
Order of events. It just says it is the ghost. It basically, your body drops to 0 because the way that thing says when you drop to 0, you bump up to 1.
The stack has been resolved correctly.
Yeah, so funny.
Demovan. That
Yes.
spear is a +1.
I like this weapon.
So it's attack and damage are a +1, just so you can edit that
Okay.
whenever.
That's actually
'Cause
not as good a
technically-
damage then.
Technically, that crit was a 27. And what do you mean it wasn't as good of damage?
Because piercing was 9 + 6.
Yeah, I said it was almost nice.
Yeah, no. Going to 10.
Oh,
is good.
10%.
Technicality. Yeah.
Not as
But the
good.
menacing
I
was
like
a 6.
Derpy taking that as a slight.
But the menacing was a 6. It was 6, 9,
That took
6.
Yeah.
It was nearly nice.
See,
There was
so-
just 2 people
so-
back to back.
Valhalla's just too
Intelligence.
innocent to understand.
Okay.
Val's intelligence is a 3, wisdom is a 0.
So there's a
Like,
shriek.
what?
There's a shriek as this ghost disappears, and the flames in the room attached to like the pillars flicker, and she's gone.
Thad's gonna get up off the ground, wipe his bloody mouth with one of his gloved hands, look around. Oh, nobody takes my free will.
If that would a hug make you feel better?
I feel like I have enough dandruff on me for now, but I do appreciate everything you have done to save me from that cursed entity.
First of all, I use a special shampoo to reduce that. Second,
Oh, sorry, that must have been from Callus.
yeah, I must have been with that old man beard.
It's not old man beard. It's not old man hair. It's his flaky skin. He's a cold old man.
Dry, cold skin.
Just sheds it like a snake.
I'm about to
Oh,
jump
no.
away. Also, you are looking a little bit older there. Just got a little bit of a. I kind of like do that. I got a little thing, Brady.
I got tenure.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yo, he needs greater restoration to like not die next year, right?
No, he's fine. I don't think Hirokin was that old to begin with.
No.
We could try to actually. That would push on this after we recover and probably investigate here a bit, but we'll get back to that.
you hear a
Because we didn't actually know how old.
but I mean, he
Right?
definitely looks more old. He's got that old, like he's got the equivalent of like ripped old man strength now. No.
Damn, silver fox.
Oh, that Uncle Iroh. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Oh, prison Iroh.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. You hear a voice. Is it gone? What was that? As you see that from behind one of the couches in the waiting room there, Hirokin, you see the speaker Wayland poking his head out. What was that? Is it gone? Captain Alagath.
It's gone, Mr. Speaker.
Captain Alagath also speaks up. Yeah, she's like, yes, it's gone. They handled that as well.
Yeah,
Killed it to death.
Add it to the list.
It took me for a ride. I don't want to do that again. But it's gone.
That was the White Lady of the Lake.
So I gathered.
She's.
Does that mean you named the tavern after us now?
Thad, when you were possessed by that ghostly spirit, did you manage to learn any of its thoughts?
Actually, it's a good point. Do I have awareness of its emotions, thoughts, or processes?
I actually think you probably would. While you were terrified while you were possessed by the White Lady, she was going to take you from the town hall and just walk you into the lake.
Why?
So I'll yeah. So yeah, I do not understand what her purpose was, but she wanted me to drown as well.
She was gonna Blythe Manor you. For those who know the reference. But yes, no. So, I mean, you know the story. What's his name? I forget his name. Rictavio or whatever the fuck his name was, the little bard boy.
Oh yeah.
He gave you the backstory where it was basically like this like woman drowned herself in the lake. First place, the White Lady.
Because her husband went missing or something.
Yeah. I mean, here's the quick thing is that the White Lady's husband was a miser who kept his treasure in a heavy locked chest that never left his side. It was maybe this heavy chest that capsized his boat, sent the man to a sunken grave. Or perhaps it was the fright of seeing his dead wife that caused him to capsize the boat and drown. Either way, he's certain that the man's treasure lies at the bottom of the lake, and that he wanted to talk to the woman to try to find the treasure. But instead, the woman possessed him and slammed his face into a window multiple times as she questioned him.
Well, she's consistent with that, at least. We got
Yeah, that's big Blythe Manor.
So it was basically that, like, there's the beginning of the story is basically like the miser, his wife died, and he continued like living a life of corruption, and it's rumored that she was the reason why he died as well. Like, she came back and like fucked him up. Oh yeah.
Well, she seems to have been of a one-track mind involving possessment and drowning. But why she was bound to this figure, and why did she show now? These are something that we may still need to figure out.
That is indeed a mystery.
The speaker Wayland chimes in. If that was the White Lady, could it be that this your head was also from the bottom of the depths of the Lactin and Share? Maybe she has some affinity to it.
Is it the figurehead from his ship?
Or the treasure that he was hiding?
Not sure.
What?
But it's something that was dragged from the lake. The legend says that she drowned in that lake as well. So,
well, I think her
surely,
spirit is no longer menacing this place.
For now, we don't know if this statue we could it just requires like a full moon or something as simple as that to recharge the possession on it. We best be quick.
You are wise, Catman.
Demovan and Crix, roll me wisdom saves, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll use inspiration on this one since I've been rolling like shit tonight.
Noise.
Yeah.
It helped by one.
Okay, so both of you just hear.
Neat.
Were those words?
No. Neither of you speak now. You do not understand the words. You do not understand the words that were spoken in your mind. But you're. That was a loud fucking car driving around in our neighborhood. But both of you are immediately, your heads snap and look back to the figurehead.
There is something appealing about it.
No, that's not the vibe you got.
Nope.
I would like to lick it.
No, it's not the vibe you got from it. It's basically like that, like it. Your head snaps back towards it because that's where like you heard the voice coming from.
Oh, okay. You heard emanate from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my homunculus do a really quick boop on Demavant. Like, no!
I'm going to just walk up way too close to it.
I'm going to make sure I'm out of line of sight before anything else happens.
You walk up to it. It stands, tall above you. It's an 8-foot tall figurehead. The opaque, dark black glass of this thing is alluring. It doesn't even seem to have like reflection. You can't even see yourself in it. It's just strange.
Shake it off and turn towards Demavand. And then my foxy boy comes up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
It was.
The speaker steps into the room. Oh, go ahead, Cora.
Cora has stumbled to the wall and has slumped down to the floor. Give it an update.
Like, on her. Not on her, but like, Cora?
Just need a minute.
If you are also suffering from this encounter, I maybe suggest that we go try to find a doctor or some sort of medical professional in this town. I feel like I should really benefit from such a visit.
Yeah, Thad is barely standing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I was already planning on casting Healing Word on Thad, but now
I'll hold my hand up before you try to do anything. It's like, no, do not worry about your own spells and abilities. We may need those. We have discussed, and there should be someone here who is able to heal me, patch me back up, without stressing your own abilities.
That spits blood onto the ground.
Oh yeah, that was a little iron, a little iron in that one. I would. They just shove the blood back in me.
I mean, the slightly torn patch on his loincloth stitches back together. I don't know.
Sorry, I need to cover that up.
Oh yeah, I was kind of free balling it there for a bit. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. The shrinkage really shows in this weather.
Oh yeah, it's very cold.
Oh, is that what I felt when I hugged you? Oh, okay.
God damn it. There's nothing I can say that it's not going to go.
Canonically, Thad has a small penis.
only because it's cold, all right?
Oh, I thought you had a tic tac in your pocket.
I'm a grower, not a shower. Come on. Crunk Knuckle is known for their... Well, never mind.
It's about the motion of the ocean, Thad. It is all right.
I am very well versed in these motions. Now, I must seek a doctor.
Frozen ocean.
Cora, is it just like would Val know? Like, was she hurt, or is she just like, holy shit, that was an experience type of shit?
More towards the second, but probably not for what she thinks.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm perfectly healthy. We're good.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured, but I was like,
I didn't get thatted.
I didn't see you get hit, but maybe something possessed you. I don't fucking know. I'm just kind of gonna slump down next to Cora.
Okay, the speaker walks into the room, looks around at everybody, and says, I appreciate you dealing with the white lady or whatever that is, but it seems that you bring a bit of wildness to the East Haven. Are you satisfied with your inspection of the figurehead? If so, we'll probably keep it here under lock and key. Unless you have another suggestion.
Who all has access to it here?
Just me and my assistant. The woman who's like right behind her.
The note taker.
Raises her hand.
The one who came out of the wall just now.
No, she walked into
All
the room.
shifty-eyed.
I think if you keep it secret, keep it safe, that's good enough.
But it's not a secret. Everyone knows it's here.
Right. Well,
It's a secret to everybody.
Well, we now know that there are, as you said, gray dwarves looking to take this. I can move it to a more secure location by some safe means. I do not want anybody to come into contact with it, however.
Understandable.
I think I am satisfied with this
My
encounter.
homunculus is flying around and it bonks it.
Okay. Makes a ting noise that echoes throughout the chamber.
Oops.
Everyone holds their breath.
Yeah. 6 seconds go by. Did anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
All right. With that, though, if you move this to a safe place, I really need to go find a doctor. Can you, kind speaker, point me to the correct place to find such attention?
Are you looking for just a local apothecary?
Yeah, stitch me up, patch me up, give me drugs.
You got 4, you got 4 healing.
Oh, I feel a little bit better, but I still probably need a doctor.
Yeah.
That makes
I feel very encouraged.
But I just don't want you falling over.
Yeah,
all the way.
basically, I won't die. I won't die of a
It's cold
stub my
out
toe
there.
on the way. Yeah. Seriously though, stub toe would kill me at that point, which is funny.
Okay.
Paper cut.
So yeah, after you had your midday lunch and came back here to the town hall to inspect this thing and basically beat the shit out of the White Lady of Lake Dinishare, are you all satisfied with looking at this thing? The speaker mentions that he'll take it. You see that there's like stairs that head below. This place, you look up. There's also like an upstairs kind of walkway area above this. It seems that there's at least this is a large building. There's 3 floors above ground, and you look and it looks, and you believe that there's probably floors below ground as well.
What's the vibe off of this? Generally, like, where's it from? What is it?
Oh, I mean, if Crix explained it, it's a
I would
recognize the material
explain
as
it
the
at this
same.
point.
Yeah, so you recognize the material as the same type of material that
The,
was
like, glass.
the glass. Yeah, the black glass. It's a 8-foot winged figurehead made entirely of it. That just even stepping that close to it just fills you with like a sick feeling in your stomach, like you just ate something that was bad. Just it's really icky.
Does it remind, like Fey ancestry? Is there anything that
No,
would?
absolutely
Okay.
not. It's something that is
It's
so
very, like,
opposite of.
disciplined.
Yeah, it's so opposite of
Yeah.
the Fae that it just turns you away from it.
Right.
Is there any other materials known that would create this sort of like a similar effect, or I mean like an opposite effect? Like, is there just like something that would cause people to be massively attracted to it?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. Probably not.
No, as far as you know, I mean, you know that this thing has, as per the woman that you spoke with recently, Velen, as per her description of it, it just has inherently some demonic energies held within this black glass, this black ice. So celestial energies maybe would oppose it or want to destroy it, but yeah, this thing's just nasty.
Thelion bursts through the wall.
Ah! Just fucking tackles it.
Hell Riders trample the whole
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Crush it.
I want to just do like a once around of it, just see if there's anything like strange on like the back side of it or on the sides.
Yeah, investigation check for me.
Hidden buttons.
Yeah, a tiny dwarf
while
for
he's
a small
doing
man
that,
to get into.
Okay, go ahead, Cora.
Cora would just kind of, Demovan, can you check how heavy it is?
I really don't want to touch it.
Crix, can you check how heavy it is?
We're not touching it. No, none of us are.
Speaker Waylon hears you like saying that, Cora, and is
if-
just like, "Please do not touch the thing. It contains something evil. I have not even let anybody within the city touch it. We're going to move it through ropes and logs
She
to it
kind of
downstairs."
cuts him. She kind of cuts him off. How many people did it take to get it in here?
It took an adventuring party using a spell.
Doesn't help.
They were very proud of that telekinesis.
It's true. Or so I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard the tales.
Stories of old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving Cora a look. Because frankly, if she asks me, I'm going to do it.
Cora would be
But
more
I'm just
afraid
kidding.
of her,
But-
like, hurting her back trying to lift it.
Just from a visual.
I wouldn't try lifting it. I would try like pushing it.
Still a bad idea.
Do you push it? Do you approach it?
I'm not going. Cora specifically asked,
Cora does
And
not
then-
ask.
Okay.
and then Cora specifically asked Crix. If Cora asks Val, she will do it.
Yeah,
Because
and-
everyone
and
else was like,
Cora just
no.
said no. I mean, basically, this thing, it's big, right? Like, it's an 8-foot tall figurehead made from solid black.
That's
The
kind of
homunculus-
like, would it be
the
heavier
homunculus-
than a figurehead made out of, like, the same size made out of wood?
Bad would be
Would
able
it
to
be
tell you
heavier?
that the Chardolin that he has is only slightly. It was actually, yeah, it's about the same weight as like metal.
Okay, when the homunculus ran into it, what kind of like noise absorption did it make?
Made a same sound as
With echo?
that you would make if like you struck something the same size, like the same metallic sized object.
Solid.
So pretty solid.
You said that there were like stairs that go up around here, and they
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
And down.
Yeah. So you head upstairs. Dimensional. It's a walkway.
Okay, yeah, I'll just look down on it. Okay. There's a higher up floor. It's higher up. That's about it.
Yeah. Cora and Valhalla look up and kind of a catwalk above you. But yeah, I mean, unless there's anything else you want to do, the speaker promises that he's going to move this to a more secure location in the basement below.
I mean, if they
I
can make
wanna
it into
look
this room,
below.
I feel like they could get into the basement.
Yeah, do we know if Durgar
We don't know if
have
they
any
made it
particular
into this room, though. That's the thing.
tunneling ability or
That's true, Crix. You don't know if they actually made it in here. They just said that they had gathered information that there was a large. I mean, I think if you all think back to what those Duergar, what those gray dwarves told you, they mentioned that they knew that they had found that there was a large deposit of Chardolin in the town hall somewhere, but they didn't know what it was.
Yeah. I just meant more as far as like if they can get into this room, they can make it to the basement. The stairs are right there.
Duergar can turn invisible. Duergar can shrink. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't feel like it's more secure if you move it down a floor.
Unless there's like another layer of locks.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is you think about it, and I mean, this seems to be the you seem to have eliminated the main contingent of Durgar in the city and their leader. So as far as you know, there's no other, like, it'll be a while until another group is sent out.
They won't even have the information of it being there. So if they move it deeper, it'll be harder for them to find it, theoretically.
Yeah. It seems you all think on it. It seems that, like, right where it is here, 2 doors in, maybe not as safe. But if Speaker Wayland now understands the severity of it, they'll move it to a more secure location.
Okay.
All right.
I am satisfied.
Thad is looking bloodied up, and captain of the guard, she mentions, I'll escort you to the apothecary. We can, don't worry, you've done enough for the town. I can supply you with some healing, or at least tell him to give you a few of his lesser healing potions to top you off.
Much appreciated.
Speaker Wayland, if you do not need anything more, I'll accompany these adventurers to the apothecary. Is that all right? And the speaker nods his head. And, yeah, of course. Also, please, if you are going to be staying in East Haven any longer, please do consider my offer. It still stands. As I said, 5 of these gems for that cauldron of yours.
We will definitely consider it.
I'm up for just giving it for free.
Kalis, no.
We can write it off for charity.
We don't pay tax.
Write it off to who?
Okay, let's go put a blanket on yourself. You look cold.
I need to look at it. I want to learn it.
We will discuss it in private.
I'm petting Hirokin's new
New fur.
stripes.
Stripes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Distinguished maiden. Yeah.
As
I'm just like walking by mindlessly
Distinguished
doing that
man.
like that. It's just Val's common occurrence. It's just like mindlessly petting
Okay.
you.
as you all head out of the town hall,
It's the therapy cat.
going back to the apothecary, I want everybody to give me a perception.
Oh.
Yay! Oh yeah.
Man, I am not believing in double digits tonight.
Okay, cool. You all, as you're leaving, you're escorted out by by Speaker Wayland and his assistant, who, her name is Prudence. She introduces herself as Prudence at some point, just briefly. Valhana, Bolra, and Crix all notice that she is watching you all very closely, taking copious notes.
Insight check. Yeah, I want to know.
I'll say no because you just notice her watching you. Just she's observing you.
Okay. In that case, I want to see if I can read her notes on us. Just find an angle where I can read what she's writing about us.
What you got there?
I just want to say, make sure to get my hat. See the little gem here? That one's from the... And I start explaining, all of these weird trinkets that I have here.
Sure. You can give me... Crix, give me a perception check as you walk past.
I hope it's fan fiction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically, as you walk past, you kind of look over and... Oh, it's the page that you can see was just filled with descriptions of the way that you guys all dealt with the White Lady and the Ghost.
It's seriously fan fiction.
How is it very one-to-one descriptive,
journalism?
or is
it's very
clinical?
Clinical, yes, it's very
Strangely
clinical.
It's not been sexed up yet. We gotta work
Nope,
on
it's
it.
just,
It has not gone through the editing room yet.
Yeah, exactly. She hasn't, embellished it, but for the most part, it's one-to-one records of what happened here.
I'm continuing to rattle off all of the trinkets, like starting with the ones like on my like hat, and then on my belt, and then on like my
While
boots,
she's
and
going
then on
off,
my, like
The rest of us age as much as. So yeah.
Cora gets into her bag.
you
grabs
know,
her.
you could ask me.
You're distracted.
I'm not. I felt I felt you.
She pulls out her bailing pin and starts heading towards the docks and goes, "I'm gonna work on the ice." And then kind of gives no other description and heads off.
All right, so as you're heading that direction, Cora, all of you, there's suddenly a commotion as you're making your way back towards the East Haven Ferry. Thad is being led by Captain Algrath, or I always am fucking her name up. By the Captain of the Guard, Captain Captain Arlagath. There is a commotion.
Like how you said, I'm fucking your name up like you're talking to
There's a
me.
commotion as a group of 5 or 6 villagers come wheeling a wagon, like a a drawn wagon into the center of the square, and they all are making a large commotion. As you see on the back of the wagon, there is a human wrapped in cold weather clothing, etc., but with one hand reaching up towards the sky while it's on its back. Basically what looks like it's like reaching out towards something, and this thing is frozen solid.
That wasn't there before, right?
No, these people, there's like a crowd of people around this. This thing has been brought in just recently. Like, you can hear people being like, move aside, we gotta find out what's going on. And they're like where'd you find it? Like, oh, on the outskirts, about 2 or 3 miles out of town. We found it buried in a snowbank. And, yeah. So that's where we're actually going to end for the night. Is this, creature, or not creature, this thing, this person is brought into the town. Frozen solid, not looking like they're not, like, encased in ice or anything. Just, like, this, like, strange rigor mortis, like, frozen in time, almost. We have Cora, who is on her way back to try to break the ferry out, but is on the edge of the crowd here. And Thad, who is mega fucked up after having been possessed by the White Lady of Lake Dineshare. Yeah, Thad probably has a bit to think on in terms of what that meant for him. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, solid stuff. You, I guess, dealt with the White Lady of Lake Dineshare tonight. And let's do, as we close, let's do one last perception check from everybody, please.
Yeah. Let's make sure we get the double digits this time.
I perceive all. Or a 9.
I perceive all.
Okay.
Yes.
Valhana's the only one that sees this.
Sure as shit does.
As there's a commotion as more and more people start to come into the town square and are looking at this like frozen corpse of a human that is being brought in on this wagon. There's a sound. Flapping of wings. She looks up, and out of a window of the town hall, a small green winged creature flies out and disappears into the cloudy sky.
Do I know what it is?
Weird.
I know what it is.
You see
know what it is, or
no,
do
with
you,
that crit perception check, it is a snake with wings that flies out of the town hall.
Okay, but do I as Val know what that is?
Yes, you would know what it is.
With wings.
Oh.
Flying snakes are like the most famous creature in all of D&D.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
I live in like the Fae. Like,
yeah,
but
you've also have seen and you've heard of them and seen them before. So yes.
And we've talked about them before with the Zentarine.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a Fae adventure with a YouTuber.
Nice.
So yeah, that's where we'll pick up.
YouTuber, or are they as famous as you are?
He's got 13,000 subscribers.
Bro,
Ooh, big boy.
I'm gonna leech off of him.
Suckle on that teat. All right. Thank you all for a good night of role-playing combat. The scene of tonight's episode closes with Valhalla looking up to the sky, and the camera follows this flying snake as it leaves the town hall, flies off, and disappears into the snowy clouds beyond. We'll pick up on there next time, which will be on Tuesday, so very soon, actually.
So with all y'all's perception checks, I'm gonna say everyone except
everybody else is looking at the commotion of people in the town square.
Yeah, but I'm just like staring up in the air.
I love the snapshot at the end of this episode is everybody just like, what's going on? Like looking at this frozen corpse that's being dragged into the center of the square. Then you just have Valhalla looking the exact opposite direction, pointing up towards the sky at a flying snake leaving the town hall. It's like, what's that?
It's a bird.
All right, I am gonna close the stream, but if I want to talk house stuff with Mr. Porkins and Chuckles if they're still up for hanging out.
Yeah, I'll do it for a while. Also, real quick though, in terms of next week or Tuesday's session, I do really want to follow up with this doctor's visit. I have a particular reason for it. So if it was a short thing at the beginning.
Oh, I thought that was like an IRL thing. They're like, I got a doctor's visit on Tuesday. I gotta go.
Dad's request to go talk to the apothecary.
Sure. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. My heel was just to get him there.
Again, to make sure I don't stub my toe and die on the way there.
Yeah. Or freeze to death.
As you walk across the town, roll a dexterity saving throw as you
falls on a rock in the middle of your forehead and die.
Okay, Heinrich almost died in session 3 in Chol because of that.
If you were anything like me, IRL, 100% that would happen.
Yeah. hit some black ice on the road, just spin out and just hit the wall. Yeah.
Oh my, that reminded me
tripping.
Aggressively tripping.
Yeah.
So, literally just a month ago, I was driving back home. And it was so goddamn icy. I watched the truck in front of me do a 360 without losing momentum.
What?
You just no-scoped that road.
Oh
Yes.
my god, that's terrifying.
That's absolutely terrifying.
We
were going 10. It was insane.
That's just normal up here, though.
Yeah, it was just okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. You can ask Neon who that is, Derpy. I will end the stream right now though, and we'll talk in a moment.
Okay.
All right. Thank you everybody who's hanging out for sticking with us for tonight. My name is Scuznugget. It's a Friday. It's a different time and place for this stream, but I am the GM of this party. My wife, Derpy Gecko, is playing Lohana. That's her hand. We have Gastroy playing Crix. We have Chuckle Smash playing Thad Crunk Knuckle. We have Porkins playing Hirokin. We have Demovan playing Waboogie playing Mr. Demovan. No Fun Allowed, aka CW3, aka famous YouTuber playing Kalis. Neon Pulse playing Miss Cholera. And who did I miss? I think that's actually... Take it easy. Bye.